undead-looking humanoid, I should say, and then a ooze that appeared to be itself made of blood. You guys fought those critters, dealt with them relatively handily, and that's exactly where we're at in the exact aftermath of that fight. So, what are you guys doing?
I was right next to Alex. Out.
Oh, he is bleeding still. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you.
Didn't I save it at the end?
I don't remember if you saved or not because I left it in initiative order, but it's not too big of a deal. I mean, you aren't going to die from this, so I'm not really too concerned with it. So we'll just leave it as is. You know, you managed to staunch the bleeding. So, please continue. I'm just going to take you guys are out of combat. You're in the open. This fight is over.
Am I able to do some sort of healing check? Yeah. Okay. No. Fine.
Are you talking to me?
I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue.
Oh no, you're fine. You can go ahead.
I was going to ask if there's a healing check I could do on myself.
Do you have healer tools?
I have even better. The power of nature around me.
You still need healer's tools if you're doing a natural. If you're talking about the feet natural healing.
I don't know. I was just wondering if there's any sort of way that you can do any sort of out of combat restoration or something.
Yeah, it'd be with you'd attempt a medicine check on yourself, or if you have the natural healing, you can do a nature check. Or I think you get a bonus, is what it is. But you do need healer's tools to perform that to treat wounds.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I wave at Ticket. I'm like, I think Alex needs a little bit of loving. And then I turn back to Alex and I pat him on the back.
Yeah, I'd turn and be like, "Holy fuck, that was close, mate."
Fucking zombies, man.
Ticket's gonna put his gross rat hands all over Alex and try to heal him a little bit.
Sure. And for out of combat stuff like this, I'll go ahead and have your character sheet here, and then in combat, I'll designate one just to take him over. But for the time being, let me get that pulled up. And you have a stream of it going, right, Robert?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can see what's going on.
Okay, cool. Shared the map there that you guys are on. Don't forget if you can also go on your character sheet and on the right-hand little portrait, one called token. If you double-click that, it'll always open up whatever map your token's currently on. But go ahead and have Tickets attempt a medicine check. Clickety-clack. Well, that's not great, but we'll try. That's a success. So that'll be 2d8 of healing. In this case, we heal Alex by 7. I can go ahead and adjust that because I'm looking at the combat tracker right now. Here you go.
I did it on my sheet.
No, you're fine. I'm glad if you got it, go for it. But yeah, so you do that. That takes 10 minutes for treat wounds. What are the rest of you guys doing during the time while Ticket is healing Alex?
Trendon will, I guess, be detecting magic, and then he will. Let's see. He already has most of his spell slots, so he doesn't really need to do anything. He'll just kind of keep watch, make sure no other zombies come, ambush us while you guys are getting healed.
Yeah, and I do just want to state as well, you guys never successfully identified what these creatures were, and if you're actually out of combat now, you can look at them. This blood ooze is, well, the blood ooze, tell you that, and it just kind of burst like a water balloon full of blood. The blood is just kind of slowly seeping into the kind of porous jungle floor.
And they don't like acid.
Yeah, they hate it. Fucking hate acid. But if looking at these, I'm just turn off the lock. But if looking at these other ones, they look a bit different. They actually, in fact, getting up on them, they look kind of like undead. But when you get closer, they don't have the same sort of, like, if you're casting detect magic, they aren't emanating like necromantic magic. Magic. They seem to actually have these like vines and tendrils seemingly like coming out of their mouths and like weaving their way down their arms. And actually, if you look at their arms, well, there's places where you can actually see, the flesh and stuff like that. It's all rotted away to some degree. but you can see the vines and stuff like that, and these tendrils have like almost like replaced their nervous system, and seems to be what was controlling them.
Okay. Can I do a like let's see. Can I do like would be that like an occultism check to see what
It'd be a nature check.
nature? Okay, I am not skilled in that.
You just want to roll that in the tower.
Okay, I
Just
will
for the
try.
knowledge check. Yeah. Yeah, Trendon, actually, you do think you've heard of these before to some degree.
Oh, okay.
There's something called a green musk creeper, which they're a type of like a type of fungus that essentially can infect people, and if left untreated for long enough, they will turn into these kind of reanimated creatures, reanimated by the fungus and the vine growth. The biggest thing though is you do already know that they're weak to fire. You saw that in the combat. The other thing is that they are also weak to they have like a hive mind, so mental effects do affect them.
Okay.
Oh.
So they're basically like the Last of Us zombies, kind of.
Kind of, yeah, like cordyceps or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of similar, but a little different. These are just in the fact that these are these are dead bodies being piloted by this
Oh, so
by
like
this growth.
yeah. Gotcha. Okay, they're like controlled by the.
Exactly. Yeah, they're controlled. Less of a parasite than they're just kind of puppeteering these bodies.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'll tell everybody else and just let them know that hey, it's a hive mind. So if you have any mental abilities or a way to affect them, keep that in mind. And they're weak to fire.
I'll kind of on guard and who's hurt more, Ticket or
Alex is hurt by quite a bit more.
okay, I'm going to use lay on hand. That will be 12 hit points.
Sure, 12 hit points. Great. And then, so I'll say you could have done that during that, like at the beginning of that too, so that you can take the 10 minutes to refocus as well. Get your focus point back. So yeah, treat wounds 10 minutes, do the lay on hands, get your focus point back 10 minutes. You guys are, yeah, I mean, this is, you guys are at the very edge of this forest. And looking, if you, I mean, yeah, you guys tell me what you're doing.
How about you?
What'd you say?
You want to go first?
Yeah. So we initially came out here for wood.
Yeah, you were told to scout the forest to see if it could be made safe for the town's loggers to come and start harvesting wood.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think they're gonna find any wood here that we can use. So I guess we go somewhere else or we go back to town.
I say it's a solid no too.
I have to disagree. I not tremendously old zombies. We're just at the edge here. Go
But
further
these-
in.
Well, and I will say too, the trees just have this color to them. You guys haven't investigated them at all, really. I mean, so you don't really know what's. I mean, the trees look like trees. They're just have this white outer bark and these red leaves.
Wasn't there something that was like connected that looked like a nervous system?
That is true. When you were first approaching here, you saw what looked like a larger tree in the very center here of this small. Because this is kind of like a. It actually, because you guys got a view of it from somewhat above it, it almost looked like a bowl, like a small like bowl, like kind of indentation in the land is where these trees are growing from. Like, and they're only in this area, and they don't even seem to like. It's like there's like I mean there's basically like a demarcation line of like normal jungle, these trees. Like there doesn't seem to be any overlap.
Alex,
Well-
you're,
Well, 1, 2, 3, not it. I'm not gonna go look at the tree.
Alex, you're very naturally inclined, right? Silly word.
Divine isn't what you mean by nature.
Did you think these white trees are sturdy?
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah, just roll it in the tower. This would be a knowledge check on the
Let's see
trees.
if I can.
You can always
This
move your
works.
tower around if you need to as well. If you right click it, you can unlock it and then move it to wherever you need.
Did that work to have
Um,
the +7?
Yeah, that's fine. But if you just also from your character sheet, if you just go like under the ability and then or the skill, I'm sorry, and like say in this case it was nature. If you just where your
Oh, do I
+7 is,
drag
if you
that to
just
the
pull
task tower?
down and drag it, that does it, and there you go,
Okay,
and that
cool.
rolls it for the skill. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. But yeah, okay. So I'll go with your first roll because your second one was a 1.
Oof.
Yeah, it's so if you take a minute, you kind of get up near one of the trees, doesn't like come to life and fucking start eating you or anything, and looking at it, like, yes, these trees appear altered in some way that you can't really tell. Like, there's not really clear indication of why these trees are different from the other ones, but they look like trees. And in fact, like looking at them, they look like they're pretty solid. Like that's kind of part of the problem is a lot of the other growth in this jungle is it's wet. It's wet as hell. So it takes a very long time for it to dry out properly, especially in this very humid climate.
To be
So these
used.
trees seem almost somewhat immune to that to some degree, where these seems like they'd be cut and could be like ready to go.
That is information worthy to note. I will relay what I just heard.
Sorry, ticket.
To the group,
And
of course.
you had some.
Yeah, Trendon's gonna move closer to that the center tree and just kind of.
Oh no! I'm sorry. You don't see the center tree. Like this.
Oh, you
This
don't
is
see
a.
it. Okay.
It's big. It's a small area, but you're talking it's like 2 miles across. It's like so you're
Oh,
right on
okay.
the edge of this, and it's like the center of this indention in the ground, which is like a 2 mile across indention in the ground. So you're
Gotcha.
just on the edge of this forest. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said we.
No,
saw
you're fine.
forest.
You're fine. Yeah. You did. For you guys, like kind of came up on a hill on this area, and I kind of described it that way. That way you kind of get an idea of what you were looking at. But yeah, no, it's a ways away.
Okay.
You're gonna have to trek deeper in here if you wanna go investigate the big tree.
Well then, Trendon's gonna say, "Well, we are here to check these trees out, and let's go check them out. This would be really helpful to the colony, you know."
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like there's, red oozes or zombies or anything out here. I mean, we already got one zombie that's always following us around. What's a few more,
At least it's not vampires.
There are no such things as vampires.
That's a lie.
How about we up?
Oh yeah, go kind of cautiously.
Yeah. Follow the leader. Follow the expert.
I think that's Robert trying to tell me that I should start sneaking, so I'm gonna try to do that.
And you're gonna take it in the lead, okay? So,
Do you want me to go invisible?
Uh, let's hold off on because we got plenty of spell slots. Let's save them for
Bear doesn't know what a spell slot is.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm gonna be sneaking and they're gonna be doing follow the leader.
Sure. Let's.
with my +1 to stealth, look forward to this roll.
So yeah, so the way that this works is you guys are getting tickets assistance. So you add your you can add your level as a proficiency bonus to the associated skill, and then you get their proficiency bonus. So a +2 in this case. So you would all add a +6 to this roll. And this would be in the tower. So roll your stealth in the tower, but don't forget to give yourself the +6 on the wall beforehand. And I'll roll for ticket.
We're all doing that, yes?
Yes, because basically this is an ability called Follow the Expert, where if you have somebody who's an expert in a skill that's like an exploration activity like this, like stealthing, you can essentially, instead of using your modifier, which you can use your modifier if you want to, if it's like a better one. No, in this case it's better because you're getting the +6 to it, so you should follow the expert. Basically, this is a way for basically it makes it to where if you have somebody in your group like Robert who sucks ass at stealthing, they can still have a passively decent chance at succeeding at the check. So they get to add their level plus the leader's proficiency bonus, either +2, 4, 6, or 8. In this case, it's 2, so or 2, 4, 6. So sorry, Gotta roll for ticket still. I gotta just throw you on my hotbar. There we go. Ticket on the hotbar. Does that work? It does. Cool. All right. Stealth for ticket, and then ticket doesn't get to add the modifier though. Okay. So you guys start going slowly, because that is the thing to keep in mind too, is when you are stealthing in an exploration mode, you are moving half speed. So in this case, and I assume you guys are all trying to keep together, and basically you're all hamstrung by ticket speed. So in this case, you're all moving 10 feet per,
people.
go. So you guys are going slow. So you're creeping through, and keep in mind too, if you're doing an exploration activity like stealthing, you can't do any others. So like you can't have your shield raised already, Robert, or anything like that, since you are stealthing. And you can't be like casting detect magic trend since you're stealthing.
Okay.
Like you can only do one exploration activity at a time.
And he's
But
singling out everyone.
yeah, well, no, it's just those are what they normally do while exploring. So I'm just pointing it out. So yeah, but you guys start creeping forward slowly, and you start making your way deeper in. It takes a while. I mean, probably a good, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 minutes passed. And it was around early to midday when you guys got here. So probably around like 10 a.m. This is Sarenrath the 20th. And I'm sorry, this is the 24th. This is Sarenrath the 24th. And it's probably by the time you get here, it's about noonish. The sun's pretty high in the sky. This forest is relatively dark, though. As you get deeper in, the trees do get denser, closer together. Their canopies start to kind of blend together, which, again, though, is all good signs for what you're here for. There are a lot of trees here, a lot of old growth, and a lot of this is more lumber than the colony is going to need for a long time. So this would definitely, alleviate the problems that they're having with the lumber shortage. But with that being said, as you traverse deeper in, I think I'm just going to roll here. Okay, ticket. Ticket, you hear a voice. It's very gravelly, and I have your languages here, Ticket, but what languages does everybody else speak? Mostly what languages do you speak again, Trendon, because you have fucking a million languages.
Yeah. 1 sec. I gotta find where that is. Ancient Islanthi, Aquan, Common, Draconic, Dwarven, Elven, and Sylvan.
Okay, great. And then Alex, do you speak anything funky?
Speak white people.
Got it. And so nobody understands this strange man. But yeah, so you go, and none of you can hear this, but Ticket, you hear it, or not hear it, but understand it. Ticket, you hear it, and it's kind of like it's kind of low and raspy, like you're just barely picking it up over like there, because there are forest sounds here. Like this place isn't like dead silent. There's like trees and insects and stuff like that. Like this place appears, aside from these creatures you've encountered, they seem to be just a normal part of the forest. But tell me what you do.
Ticket's gonna put his hand up to like kind of stop the group from moving forward, and he's gonna be whispering, "You guys hear that?"
And once he points it out, if you're all quiet for a minute, kind of wait a second, you all can make it out.
Where do you think that's coming from?
Sounds like it's up ahead. Subways, you can't really tell exactly how far, but it definitely sounds like it's like up forward of you guys.
Okay.
And again, it's just this slow, steady stream of this raspy, low voice, kind of just talking.
Doesn't seem directed, though.
Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't like raise in pitch or anything like that at any points. It just seems to be staying at this same kind of low. And I say low, but I mean it's not like crazy low. But I mean it's.
All right.
Sound
Well,
like dragons.
Ticket's gonna just keep moving forward at this point.
Okay. So you guys keep going.
Yes.
And as you get a little closer, you're starting to see the trees thin out a little bit up ahead. And I'm going to say maybe you get like 20, 30 feet from where the tree line itself starts getting a little sparser. and you can see what looks like a small clearing. It's not particularly big, but it's, it's fair sized, maybe like, 60-foot circumference. And there's what look like flowering, like flat flowers kind of all in the field. And they're bred like the leaves on the trees. And then dead center of the field is laying down on its back with like its arms kind of like, like Jesus on the cross, like spread out, its legs pinned together, or not pinned together, but like down together. A large creature. I mean, large in the game term sense, large creature that's got this kind of like bluish green shaggy fur, and underneath the fur, which is kind of patchy and sparse, you can see like kind of the same color but a little more bluish gray knobbly skin, and it's got kind of this big like jutting jaw, and it's just kind of like, and that seems to be where the speech is coming from, whatever it may be.
Can I do a knowledge nature on what it is?
You can do let me see, I don't know if it's nature or not. 1 second. You can do. No, it would actually not be nature. You can do a society check if you wish
Society.
to.
In the tower?
Yes, in the
Oh my
tower
God,
for
we can
any
do
of these
that.
knowledge
Might as
checks at the
well.
tower. Yep. I'll roll for ticket. And Roberto, are you making a check at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah. So, ticket. You get the highest here. You recognize this. This doesn't look quite like ones you've maybe heard of, or you might have actually even seen these, because there are some like people who use them as kind of muscle and real unsavory places in Absalom, in the Absalom underworld. This kind of looks like a troll.
Friends, we got a bit of a troll problem.
I see.
I don't think you would know that. That'd be a check.
You're asking the wrong rat. I just know what it is. That's it.
Well,
What kind of troll?
Well, I don't know. I just know it's a troll. You want to go up there and ask him? I'm gonna stay right here.
you need.
And he's
No,
about
trolls are
60
scary.
feet away from you guys.
It's how much?
Yeah.
How far?
About 60 feet, about 20 feet to the tree line from where you guys are, and then about another 40 feet or so into the troll.
Hick. Do you ever? Are they talkable?
Are they talkable? I don't know what the hell that means, but no, I don't understand what it's saying.
Can you fucking
Trolls are
talk to 'em?
scary, man. I wouldn't do it.
I mean, if you can understand what the hell it's saying, then go talk to it, but I can't.
I mean, Ticket, you would know the trolls are capable of learning basic common, but you would have no reason to assume this one on this uninhabited, or at least unsettled by, common speaking individuals would know common.
All right, gotcha. I mean, yeah, they can learn our language, but I don't know if that's what's making the noise or not. But I can tell you right now, I can't understand a damn thing it's saying.
It is. You can see its mouth moving at this point, too, from where you guys are. This is definitely what's talking.
Guys.
Real quick, I'd like to just see anything. Other
Seeking
things.
where? Seeking is specifically either a cone or a burst.
Okay. With the
The
cone
15-foot cone, or no, he's
Okay.
about 60 feet away from you guys.
Okay.
I believe it's a 15-foot cone or a 60 or a 30-foot burst.
Is he kind of in the center of a clearing?
He is.
Sorry, what were you gonna do, Trent?
Sorry, I got those
Is it-
backwards. 30-foot cone, 15-foot burst. Sorry, Trinity, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. Is there, like, can we, like, go around him? Like, could we sneak around him?
You could go. I mean, you don't have to go in the clearing if you don't want to.
Okay.
It's just he's in a clearing. Like there's ways around it. It
Oh,
doesn't,
okay.
like,
I wasn't sure if it was,
skip the whole thing.
we
It's-
have to
yeah.
go through the, okay. Guys, let's just sneak around the troll.
We'll have.
We don't need to
Basic
engage it.
Okay.
All the loggers
Real
in
quiet, like.
Talmendor's bounty didn't like that.
Think we'll have to report this.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, I don't think we can fight a troll.
Alex is gonna go talk to the manager.
Right now.
Brendan's getting rid up.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to sneak around it, that's totally fine. You guys were set with making the forest safe, is all I just want to remind you. And you're
That's
also on
true.
Wait a second,
very
guys.
bad right now.
We can go around it, but there's nothing to say that it can't get up and follow us, and there's also nothing to say that it can't stomp its happy ass over to the camp either.
Well, what do you guys think we should do?
What if we poisoned meat?
What do you think this is, Monster Hunter? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I can try to do. I got some poison. I can try to sneak up on it, and I can try to stab it. But I might, end up on the floor again, and someone's gonna have to grab me.
Yeah, I think that's a good. When he realizes what's going on, you haul ass away. That sound.
I'm gonna have what's his nuts Henris burn a heal on you guys. He would have done that. So give me just a second. Yeah, I mean that's gonna heal all of you, but Alex up to full.
Okay.
But there we go.
Ticket knows the most about trolls, right?
In the fact that he identified it as a troll, yes.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I kind of want to rewind. If we wanted to heal to full, like I would probably like every 10 minutes of travel. Like I'd have no problem.
Yeah, that's keep in mind not while you're stealthing is the only thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
Lesson
I'm saying he
learned.
burned that heal basically before you guys left. Yeah, that's the
Lesson
rub
learned.
for stealthing. Yep. But yeah, so there you go. But yeah, normally no problem if you guys are just doing overland travel. I don't really have any issue with that. Even treat wounds, we can just factor that into something if you guys are just doing regular overland travel. I'm not too concerned with it. But specifically stealthing, yeah. But yeah. So yeah. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. You guys continue your plan. Decide what you want to do here.
Well, Ticket's gonna go ahead and take the poison vial out of his pack, and he's going to coat his dagger with it.
Okay. Remind me, is this the centipede poison?
Yeah, I couldn't afford the other one.
No, you could not. He was a poor boy. And centipede venom. Okay, I was just looking it up real quick. Got it. Okay. So tell me, so Ticket's going to start trying to stealth out there to stab him. What are the rest of you doing while Ticket's doing that?
Defend, which is
Sure. I mean, I guess, where are you guys going to? Because right now you're currently 20 feet in the tree line, and the troll is another 40 feet beyond the tree line.
Chernin will move up so like he's within 30 feet of the troll, but kind of hiding behind a tree. And then he'll kind of whisper to the other guys if they're within hearing range. What are trolls afraid of?
I don't know. Heck.
Yeah, you guys all did very poorly. None of you, unfortunately, really learned anything. Ticket kind of just got enough. They learned because they were just a hair off. So I'll go and give you it's there. I mean, it is. I mean, yes, it's a troll. It has regeneration. Trolls, and this if it is, and this is just if it's a troll though. There are multitudes of types of trolls out there. If
Sure.
this is just a regular run-of-the-mill troll, it would be, its regeneration would be turned off by either fire or acid damage, and it would. I don't believe it's weak to either one of those, but that would stop its regeneration. But that is again if it's just a regular run-of-the-mill troll. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep giving you guys acid for every single monster.
They're all weak to acid.
Everything's weak to acid. That's the thing about acid. Everything
Anybody
but
got
like
acid?
PVC.
Yeah, an acid wizard.
The reason I was asking that is because I can cast illusionary creature, and I was thinking maybe like something that a troll, would be afraid of, scare it a little bit.
Oh, there's no like, yeah, they don't have any like. It's not like they have any super common like. They aren't like goblins are
Predators or
afraid of like
anything.
horses.
Okay.
Yeah, no, trolls don't really have a whole lot of natural predators. At least probably nothing you could conjure with a illusionary creature.
Okay.
You
Damn,
can go,
red
go buck
dragon.
wild. I mean, let your heart go crazy with it. But yeah, 4 foot, 5 foot burst of a red dragon. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just
but
its head
yeah, I mean,
coming around the
so
tree.
so yeah, so where are you guys? So tickets moving fully in, stealthing in. I'll roll a stealth check here in just a second. But the rest of you
Do we have
guys,
a
I'm
map
sorry. No, not in this case.
Okay.
I'm just describing this for you right now. What what are the rest of you doing? Again, you're 20 feet from the tree line while Ticket starts making his way in.
Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie.
I think Trendon should make a rabbit as an illusion, and then it'll be like Lenny, and it's gonna want to touch it.
Kill it, exactly.
Out of the land.
I mean, I could do that and kind of distract it.
If it's 60 feet in and it's, I'm gonna get to like the edge of the tree line, but not visible, behind a tree.
Okay, so still like 5 feet inside the tree line. Yeah, got it. And Trinan, you said you were getting up to the edge too.
Yeah.
And then what about Elix?
I guess I'll do the same.
Okay,
Slightly spread
so
out.
you guys go up to the tree line, start. Well, Ticket makes his way in, moving relatively stealthily. As far as you all can tell, you all kind of almost lose track of him. It's funny. There's actually mechanics for that. If I wanted to, I'd have to see what your guys' perception modifiers are. But I think he actually might be. Yeah, I think actually this is fun. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Yep. And yeah, all of you lose immediate sight of Ticket. Ticket fucking disappears.
Damn it,
You
Ticket.
see him. He's stealthing very well. Ticket, as you move in, you get about 15. Yeah, you move about 15 feet closer, 20 feet closer, 25 feet closer. So you're probably about 15 feet from the troll at this point. And, well, a bunch of things happen. So, first of all, as you get close enough, you can see there are these very fine, almost micro thin, fishing line sized would almost be the way to describe it. Threads, vines with these small flowers around the troll's arms and around the troll's feet, and also around its neck and crisscrossing its torso. It appears to actually be pinned in place by these, as well as you can see the troll is bleeding profusely from any number of spots all over its body. And it appears its eyes are open, but it looks dazed and it can't really seem to, it doesn't seem like it's all there. You know what I mean? And when that happens as well, 3 of these vines, these small, very thin vines, come up from the ground and try to work their way around Ticket as well. I need everybody to go and roll me initiative.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Ticket, you get to use stealth.
This is what
Oh,
I get
yeah.
for being a scout.
Yep.
Ticket!
Oh. 8. 15 for Ticket. I'm gonna go ahead and oh, what the hell? Did I turn off my? Oh man, I wonder if the update fucked up some of my plugins. I don't like that. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, you all start with 1 hero point, so give yourselves that accordingly. But yeah, okay. So give me just a moment here. I'm gonna get a map ready for you guys, and then get that going. I was making a couple maps earlier, but I forgot to make this one. So we're probably just gonna reuse a map we've used before. Find one that works. Oh, that one. All right, this isn't perfect, but it'll work. We use some imagination here. So Give me just a moment here. Yeah, so also because there's now 4 of you, I'm not gonna control Henris's character. I hate doing that. It's a pain in the ass for me when I'm running other shit. So he is effectively not in combat. I will use him as a heal bot outside of combat for you guys, but he is more or less not in combat unless dire things are happening. So
Okay.
Well, we don't have to worry about the troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ticket is about.
Watch, now that gauge is rolling for me, I'm gonna fucking fuck up all my reflex saves.
Yeah, because of me.
Those
And-
reflexes.
Hey, reflex saves are the one thing that I was rolling well on, okay?
Where you were doing well last week. You were
rolling
doing
hot.
well.
Rolling hot.
You
on
were
them.
rolling hot. So actually, so I'm using map. I'm using the little green square to represent the troll itself. And now give me just a moment here to get my vines going. Nope, wrong book. 2 part 1. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Initiative. Okay. And this creature essentially gets to more or less act as a trigger, which is somebody entering its area. So this lash, that's what this is, comes whipping out at Ticket. Oh, that's weird. Why is it rolling my rolls privately? Don't care for that. All right, I'll have to figure out what's going on there, but that was part of the update. Ticket, what's your AC? 20? Okay, this was a 29, so it's a regular hit. But Ticket, one of these things wraps around you, and you are grabbed by this vine that came jutting out of the ground. And I believe, well, there's damage associated with that. Let's see if I fixed it. I did, yay. All right, Ticket, you take 9 points of damage as this vine lashes into you. And you guys also see Ticket starts bleeding as these small vines with these razor sharp filaments all over them bury into him. But it is now officially basically start of round 1. Robert, it is your turn. What would you want to do?
I smash my bracelets of dashing together, gain plus 10 speed for 1 minute.
Is that an envision or is it an action?
That is an action.
Got it.
So let me see. That's 30.
Oh
so I
my
have 35.
God. Why the fuck are the? Why are you? Oh my God, I hate that. Sorry, I just looked at your actions tab and I'm just not seeing your multi-attack fucking modifiers. You can't even read those. Sorry.
Yeah, I
Go
know,
ahead.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll mess around with settings and try to figure out what the hell's going on there. But yeah.
So I can't really tell where the enemy is. So like with this, put me in range of the enemy and flank with.
No. I'm so sorry. This green square right here is where the troll is. That's what's denoting the troll. Ticket got about 15 feet away from it, and these vines seem to be kind of coming from all around him. So there isn't really a discernible enemy to see in this particular space. But these vines are there's like 2 of them wrapped around Ticket's like ankles right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up this 20, I guess.
Okay.
I see.
You can see the vines, like you can see the little small thread-like vines wrapped around Ticket's ankles. Yeah.
Okay. Can I just cut him off him? Yeah, make a.
You can roll an attack roll.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Roll damage for me.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. You manage to kind of one big kind of overhand sweep, and you manage to slash both of them that are on Ticket.
Okay. Cool.
And
Yeah.
Ticket is now free.
My turn. Let me go.
No, you're fine. All right. All right. Just to kind of just for its sake of giving you guys, I'm gonna have it do it this way. Just give me a second. What'd you roll for damage? 14. Okay. So yeah, because I toyed around with a couple different ways to make this work. Cause peek behind the curtain. This is essentially a hazard you guys are facing,
Right.
and it takes up a certain area, and I couldn't really figure out a good way to do it where it wouldn't just be a giant token, which would be annoying, or multiple tokens, which would be equally as annoying. But yeah, so in this case, I'm just kind of running it this way, kind of theater of the mind-ish. And again, though, these little things are everywhere. And when you slash into them, though, Robert, they do like kind of retreat, and you see these small little spurts of blood like start shooting out of them, as if they are hurt. And but it looks like some they took some damage at least. But it is these vines. They whip out and go for Ticket because they go for blood. I think it's bleeding. So you see more of these things slash out at Ticket. And there we go. Ticket's going to take another 10 points of damage. And then let me see here. What do they have? And then they grab Ticket, and then they constrict. And this is the real bad news. So Ticket, you see these things. One of these like wraps around Ticket's neck. And actually, no, I'm sorry, it does not. That is what it does. It attacks and grabs. So Trindon, it is your turn.
Okay. And I can see Ticket, right?
You can see Ticket, and you can see again. They're very hard to see because they're again like these fishing line thin, but they aren't like clear or anything. They have this like greenish color to them. This greenish with these little red flowers on them. So you can see these now. You can definitely see one of these vines is like wraps around Ticket's throat.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, I'll move up, and then I'm gonna cast. Let's do produce flame and try and hit one of the vines. I'm not gonna try and hit the one that's like around his neck, but yeah, I don't want to do that.
You can hit it like you can see where it's like coming up from the ground, so you think you can probably take a shot at it. So go for it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll get a tough roll with that. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. Okay. So go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, and these vines kind of they seem to burn up, and they seem hurt. You don't hear again. It's there's still a couple wrapped around Ticket, but you definitely take care of some of them since that wasn't exactly a targeted attack to them. But with that being said, from the tree line, I guess Ticket, I guess all of you would see this. Actually comes striding out a creature, a humanoid at the very least. They're very fair of skin with red hair and long nails. And Trindon, I think I actually I don't know how badly, I don't think I'm going to penalize you actually mechanically for this because those things matter in this game. But I want you to roll me a will save when you see this because it looks like something you've been afraid of for a while.
Oh, God. It's a fucking vampire.
Oh, man.
We'll save. Okay. Do you want it in the tower?
You can just roll it.
Okay.
Okay, so you steal yourself, and I imagine you're probably shitting your pants on the inside, but you managed to not do it on the outside.
Yeah, inside he's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yeah, and this creature comes strolling out and continues its stroll. What is its speed? That's what I wanted to check. Okay.
How do I bring up the map again that we're on?
From your token, go to your character sheet. And then if you go, there's your portrait at the top, and then there's the token to the right of that. Double click the token icon.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. And I'm sorry, so give me 1 second. who does that make in my? Okay. As they stride up, they kind of have this like saunter and this gait to them. And as they're striding, they even kind of like do like a pirouette and land in the last place. And it's like, oh, oh, oh. And they seem very excited to see all of you. And you're all going to make me a will save now. Everybody roll me a will save. Everybody but Elix can roll me a will save because Elix, you're far enough away.
Teehee.
This is a different will save. Oh boy.
Hey, fucking thing.
Oh, and sorry, I'll roll tickets. That's how this works right now. Will save for ticket +8. Okay. So, oh boy, a bunch of things happen. So, let's see. Okay. So, right now, well, I'll kind of describe it as your guys' turns come up. But for the moment, you feel almost enraptured by what it's as it's walking
Oh,
towards
God.
you.
Oh man.
And then it is going to it's actually just going to stop. You see it stop and it like seems to make some kind of arcane sigil in the air, and you would recognize this immediately, Trendon, as the shield spell. And
Okay.
Ticket, it would be your turn. You are currently grabbed by one of these vines. Not immobilized
me.
or not restrained. Oh, I'm sorry. You haven't went yet. You go after Ticket. Ticket was basically moving in before. That was like before combat started. So you got an 11 on your initiative. Ticket got a 15. This is Ticket's actual turn.
Didn't everyone else go though?
Ticket hasn't went. Like combat
I see,
started
I
with
see,
on
I see.
Robert's turn.
Okay, cool.
Like Ticket was moving in outside
Yeah,
of
it just
initiative
clicked.
order.
It just clicked for me.
Yeah. So yeah, Ticket, you are grabbed by one of these vines. You can make an unarmed attack. You can make an acrobatics or an athletics attempt to try to escape from it, or you can just try to slash at the vine that's holding you currently because you aren't immobilized.
I can't remember. Athletics is higher for me, right?
Probably not, but we'll take a look. Acrobatics is a fair bit higher.
Okay. I'm going to try to wiggle my
Try to
way out of it
escape.
with acrobatics first.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's successful. Let me double check. Escape DC. Yes, that is successful. So you squirm your way out of it, and you are now free of this vine. And you have 2 actions left. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try
I'm sorry.
to.
Hold on. I'm so sorry. Let me backtrack. You critically failed on that roll.
Oh, shit.
So I'm sorry. You critically failed on that will save. So Ticket, you not on the check on the will save previously. So Ticket, actually on your turn, yeah. So you would do that, but Ticket, you feel compelled to escape from this creature's grasp and move closer to the man who just stepped out of the woods.
Well, sounds like I don't have a choice. That sounds like what I'm doing.
Okay.
Fuck.
Ticket, you move up, and then you also feel slowed, as if in mind and in body, and you only have 2 actions this turn, and that would be Ticket's turn then, and you'll also take some bleed damage from bleeding previously. And I rolled max damage on you. Well, I'm going to kill you while you're
Of
not here,
course, he's
man.
bleeding.
Yeah, he's bleeding from the vines. Okay, and then we roll a flat check for you, see if it stops. It's a DC 15 is what you're trying to hit. Does not stop.
Shit.
Now, Elix, it would be your turn.
I see. Alrighty, I will enter Dragon Stance. Attempt to move there.
Yeah, give me just 1 second. That's where I have my ghost token at. And you can move up there.
Yep, nothing happened to me while I was moving up through them. And
Yeah, it seemed like they had a trigger for when somebody first entered.
all right, and then I think I'm going to do a flurry of maneuvers and punch and then grab. Actually, I think I'm gonna grab first and then punch. Why are my things all grayed out?
I think he'll.
It's
only
hard
do
to
one.
see.
That
I
would
can
be
do
two
both.
actions. Oh,
In my flurry blows is one action,
Yeah, flurry
and
blows is one action.
and I
so
can
then
punch
Math
and
just
grab.
Dragon
applies to it.
Stance, move.
Flurry blows. That's 3.
Flurry
Yeah,
of
flurry
blows lets you
blows
do two
is
actions,
monk.
so he can grab
Yeah.
or an attack.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh fuck!
It
This
just-
is the
It's
grapple,
it just
Wow.
okay. That fails.
and then the attack.
And that fails as well. Do try to make sure you're targeting them. Control and click.
Oh yes, I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
And that's it for me in turn.
All right. So you go to grab them and they just kind of lightly slip away from it. And then you go to punch them and it just fucking goes wide. They're kind of still maneuvering away from your hit. So Robert, I already kind of revealed it. Robert, you feel slowed. You are slowed 1.
Oh,
You have 2 actions. And you're kind of fascinated by this creature, but not in the game mechanic fascinated.
one action. Up.
Sure.
I would go further, but I want heal on ticket. Let me try and get this done. Where's that heal? Heal. It.
Nice. Good job.
That is my turn, and while I'm
Right.
burning, I'm like, get back.
All right. It is this Vine's turn. Okay. And it is going to. Yeah, it's going to. Well, yeah, no, it's actually going to. Let me see here. Yeah. It's actually going to try to target Elix. And here it goes. Thorned Lash at you. And on the die, it's a hit. I'm gonna have to go. Man, I'd like my old success colors and stuff like that. What the fuck, Fancy Rounds? Gonna have to go adjust all my plugins. All right. Elix, you're gonna take 11 points of damage. You're also gonna start bleeding, and you were also grabbed by this vine. So that keep in mind, that makes you flat-footed. But that is this vine's turn. Trenton, it is back to you.
Okay. Am I like fascinated by the red-headed creature as well?
You are slowed 1 as well, but you are not fascinated.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, you all failed. To get critically failed.
Well, Trendon is gonna try and throw a telekinetic projectile at it.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say it's telling you projectile, so I'm not going to count cover against you. Great job.
Okay, and then we're gonna do piercing. It's gonna be a stake.
I love it. And yeah, you have enough of them on you. I imagine you just woo, 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 and throw it, and it like sticks this guy, and and he doesn't appear to like it, but he doesn't appear phased by it either, really.
Okay.
All right, it is Homeboy's turn here, and he looks at the 3 of you in front of him, and I have to see real quick. Give me just a moment. I have to look at something. I love when things have like specific things they target. I think I was telling you guys about last week how I had my Abomination Vaults game. I had a trap that only worked on people who have a 14 or higher intelligence, and my party went in the room and just didn't see it because they're all dumb as shit, so it didn't even affect them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh God, Jesus Christ, Ticket. I'm so sorry. This thing looks at Ticket, goes, "Oh, delectable," and it's going to take a claw strike at Ticket. This is very bad. Gonna hit,
Fuck.
God.
and then it's gonna. Yeah, no, actually, it's going to now. It's gonna step back, and it's gonna move again, and this time it goes to here, and that's its turn. And bleed get applied. It did. Okay. Take it. It is your turn. The fascination is broken with this creature, but you are still slowed. Like once it attacked you, your like need to get closer to it went away, but you are still slowed one.
I'm going to use both my actions to get back to where Trendon is or further back.
Okay. I mean, you don't need to. You can use one to get over here. It's like 20 feet. And then do you want to keep going?
Well, I don't really have anything I can use to heal, so I'm just going to keep retreating.
Okay. So you go back another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You start heading back into the tree line itself. Keep in mind, your dagger is still poisoned. It remains poisoned for like a while. But just
Yeah, but I'm not going to rush up on this thing that's going to kill me.
No. Hey, you're fine. I'm just letting you know. So there's your bleed damage. It's now a D6 because you're taking it from this creature now, and that overrides the D4. There's your flat. You fail, you're still bleeding. So take it as still bleeding out. And it is Elix's turn.
So there's only one vine grabbed on me?
It's a vine. There's currently a vine grappled around you. You can acrobatics, athletics, or an unarmed attack to get at it. Or you can just attack the vine.
Yeah, I could just potentially kill the vine, right?
You can try.
I will attempt to just hit the vine. I don't know how to target it, so
There's no targeting on this one. This is the one that's kind of my ghost token, so just roll the attack. Yeah, that will hit. Well, no, you're not targeting that elven guy. Yeah, you're fine. That hits the vine, though. You're good. So now, you can go ahead and roll damage. And what type of damage does this do again? Was it
magical
bludgeoning? Bludgeoning? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ooh,
So you hit it, and it looks like it gets hurt for sure, but it kind of doesn't retreat back. It's still attached to you.
I see. Well, in that case, I will flurry of blows it.
Sure. Attack modifier 2, and
untarget this guy.
You already untargeted him.
I see.
Right. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Miss. Whiff at him. Whiff. Jeezy Pete's.
All right. I'll swing it out one more time.
Yeah. 19 does not hit.
All right. I'm done.
Very fine, dexterous vines. Okay. If you hit that next turn button for me.
Oh, yes. Oopsies.
Thank you. Robert, it is your turn. Elix is grappled by a few of these vines. Oh, actually, you're going to take your bleed damage as well. So this is bleed for Elix. 1 point of bleed. Here's your flat check. Normally, this will be automated. And you stop bleeding. So you only take 1 point of bleed damage, and then you stop bleeding. So that's good.
Okay.
And I already applied the damage for you. So yeah, sorry, Robert, you are not slowed one anymore. You are now have 3 full actions available to you.
I really want to get rid of these vines. Fuck this guy up. Can I seek and find like their source?
I'll let you know everywhere. Like these things are, you're looking now, these flowers that are covering the fields appear to be these vines. But specifically, they're kind of only there when they're attached to you. But you can see the ones attached to Elix. And you can target those specifically.
Oh.
Like they're attached to them, so you don't have to move. You can just try to hit them from where you are if you want.
Yeah. I just want to make clear that like if we backed up, they might not be that. If we backed up, we might be safe, or are they literally everywhere?
You can try to seek then. Sure. Yeah, you can try to do a seek action. Where are you trying to seek? Because it's a 30-foot cone or a 15-foot burst.
15. I'm gonna do around me, just like on me, directly.
15-foot burst around you. Sure. Roll me a perception check.
Folks, I should have probably asked if
yeah, no clue, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm freaking out.
You're everywhere, man. They're in the trees.
They're all around me. Okay, so second action, I'm going to attack, find Felix, which I am sure will hit.
Great job. That is a critical, in fact. So go ahead and never mind. Just roll regular damage. They're immune to crits. They're a hazard.
Yeah.
But that is slashing, which cuts the vines from Elix and seems definitely to, like, they retreat back again, spurting this blood again. And they're definitely looking worse. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to describe with hazards. You're doing damage to him. I'll say that. You aren't doing nothing. And you
Okay.
have another action left.
I do. I'm going to try. I don't know why I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try to paralyze Mr. N here for funsies,
Yeah.
which, you know.
Hey, it's a good effort. College try. I had a Starfinder character who I probably spent a good 2-3 feats boosting into initiative. I don't think I ever rolled above a 3 in initiative in the entire like 2-year long campaign. Never fucking happened. Didn't matter. I had like a plus 18 initiative, which is a
Oh,
lot for
man.
Starfinder, and like it just never happened. But give me just a second. I have to read something here real quick. Okay, so it is the Vine's turn. This time it's gonna go after Elix because he's now bleeding. The Vine lashes out at Elix. 5, probably not gonna hit. So boom, it's gonna try again. 4 is not gonna hit either. So the Vine does nothing, which is a good thing for you guys. That's gonna free up a lot, I think, going forward for you guys. Trinan, it's back to you. You are also no longer slowed 1, so you have all 3 actions available to you again.
Sweet. Okay. Brendan's gonna move up kind of behind Robert.
Bear's just doing a fucking helicopter blade with his sword to try to cut the vines.
Are there any more still on Elix?
No, Elix is now free. Robert cut him off him.
Awesome. Then he is going to try produce flame on the red-headed guy.
All right, got it. Yep, you're within range. Chucking luck. Yep, that will. Ooh, miss. So sorry.
Damn. Okay. Thought it was a hit.
Yeah, this guy is dexterous. He doesn't seem to be playing around. But yeah, okay. So yeah, you moved. You did that. All right. Oh, unfortunately for you guys, this guy's going to do the same song and dance as before. Literally, he strides up again, by moving very seductively. I will say. Yeah, to right there. It's just part of his stride. I'll let you know if you get an attack of opportunity here in a second after you roll me a will save. And this is going to be for Elix, Trindon, and Robert. Everybody but take it in this case. Take it's far enough away. Take it did the smart thing. Holy shit.
I'm going to hero point this.
Me too.
Good call. Yeah, good reroll those. Yeah, reroll those.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Elix, it's not in the cards for you to succeed, but Trindon,
Critical fail, right? Something.
it is not a critical fail. It is luckily not, but it is still a fail. And success. Okay, that is not a crit, Trindon. But yeah, but so in this case, I'll just kind of give you guys what it is. So on a success, you are. Wait, what did I? Hold on. Oh, did I do this wrong? Hold on. No, there's no critical successes. Give me a second here. Failure. Okay, success. Failure. Success. Okay, no. I did it right. We're good. Actually, yeah, no, I did. Ooh, you guys should have been slowed for 1 for the round. My mistake. So you're all slowed 1 until the end of your next turn. Elix, you are slowed 1 until the end of this creature's next turn. So 1 full round essentially. And then, yeah, okay, that's what I got wrong there. Okay, yes. So if you're slowed, can you take a reaction? That's why I needed to check that. I don't remember which one of those.
Yeah, reactions are just they're outside of your.
Okay, no, I wasn't sure because I know there's like I think it's the slow spell causes you to like lose your reaction or something like that. Or I might be thinking of hideous laughter.
Hideous laughter is.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of hideous laughter. Okay, I gotta remember my wizard in my other campaign fucking uses it all the time, so I always get them confused. Those two. Okay, so yeah, but this guy does stride forward. So okay, oh, sure, okay, but yeah, you can get a slap at him, Robert. Yeah, that'll do.
Wow. Yeah, nice.
He does not care for that, but he's going to continue his turn here. And guess what, Robert? You're actually the lucky suitor this time around. And he is going to try to slash at you.
Oof.
Holy shit.
Yeah, wow. Holy fuck. Wow.
Robert, you also start bleeding.
Jesus.
Luckily for you, that's all of his turns for this round.
Ah,
And Ticket, you're up.
I, figuratively reach into Henris's pocket and see if I can find something to heal myself with.
Sure. Didn't he give you guys all a potion of healing or some
Oh yeah, he
bullshit?
did.
Yeah, I think I used that last time.
Yeah. I think you did.
Why?
Yeah. So let me go ahead and yeah, I'll give you one of his elixirs of life. So sure, you got an elixir of life, which is just a D6, right? Just a plain old D6 boneroni. Yep. All right, D6. Good roll for Ticket. There you go, buddy. Ticket's gonna. So you interact and drink. You heal for 5 points of damage. You have an action left.
Did I break line of sight from Mr. Fancy?
No, you can still see him. You're like on the edge of the tree line.
Well, I'm gonna try to break line of sight then, and if I have to use a distraction, I'll do it.
Okay, for like trying to stealth.
Maybe.
You're in. Do you have? Don't you have something where you can always try to stealth if you're in like underbrush or some bullshit?
Yeah. Are we in underbrush?
Yeah, you're in a forest, man. You're in a forest. It's all sorts of underbrush.
Okay. Then Ticket is gonna do his burrowing thing and go into some underbrush.
All right, let's go ahead and roll a stealth roll for Ticket. I'm just gonna roll this. All right, Ticket, you jump into some underbrush. And I believe that would be your turn.
Yep. Is there a way that I can like staunch the bleeding?
Well, you're not bleeding anymore, so you don't need to. But
Oh,
for
neat.
future
Okay.
notice, you can attempt a first aid check, which is a 2-action check to essentially give yourself another, like basically an immediate chance to roll that recovery check. So just for future notice. Plus, there's all we haven't really come across them all that often. So just a primer on persistent damage like that. Persistent damage, you can also do things to either aid yourself or other people in stopping it. Like say if somebody was covered with acid, if you, I don't know, one time I had a group who did they like crushed up a bunch of chalk and used, the chalk to neutralize the acid. And basically you can do that to make the recovery check less difficult because it's always a flat DC 15. Sometimes they're higher depending on if the creature has a special ability. But you can basically do things like that. Like in this case, you could say I pull out a set of bandages and I put those on, and you could use that to make the recovery check less difficult for you, just for future notice. But Helix, it is yours turn.
All right. I'll move over here.
Sure. Stride around him.
And then I will flurry of blows him, starting with the grapple.
No problem. Make sure you target. You already did. Perfect. Thank you.
No.
Oof. Does not grapple him.
Oops, ignore that one. Sorry. I have to. There's no second attack for athletics check grapple, so I may have to.
You just do a -5. Just do a -5 in the modifier box there at the bottom.
Okay, cool. And then here's again.
Yeah, I mean, I would just what I will do if there's an issue with that, I'll just minus whatever from your initial roll, but it doesn't really matter because neither one of those succeed.
All right, that is it. Because I only have 2 actions, I believe.
Well, no, you did. You stepped. Oh, you do. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. You do only have 2 actions. Yeah, you're slowed.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, I accidentally hit the button at the same time as you. My bad. Robert, we'll worry about that on. I'm gonna walk that back. What was the total on it? 5. I'll let you have your turn before I apply that. So, Robert, it is your turn.
Is medium?
Yeah, he's a medium creature. Actually quite tall. He's actually tall as shit. He's like 6'6".
Oh, and I forgot
He's
to
still
ask.
a medium creature.
Do
Yeah.
I naturally have to add flanking in the modifier, right?
Yes, in the modifier box, you want to add flanking,
Okay, whoops.
but it wouldn't have applied for the grapple, I believe. But go ahead, Robert. What are you doing?
Yeah. So we're flanking. I'm gonna do a knockdown. That's gonna be our turn.
Okay.
Fuck yes!
Well,
Nice.
he's still got. That's damage. Go ahead and roll your damage,
Woo!
and then remind me what is the knockdown ability?
Reflex, I believe. Let me check. Let me double check. Knock down.
So you attempt an athletic check to trip them.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing. Yeah, you don't get anything from a crit. So, yep, go for it. So you slam into this dude though with your sword. Yeah, and that's not going to do it, unfortunately.
Hey.
Good hit though. It's a big, nasty hit.
Yeah, that was nice.
Now, don't hit the next turn button. I'm just going to move it so that way it doesn't apply the bleed to you again. It's not going to let me do that, is it? There we go. Perfect. So now I'll give you the 5 bleed damage, and you're still bleeding because you rolled a 7 on your check, and you are bleeding twice as bad because you got crit for that bleed.
Yeah.
But it is the Vine's turn, and I'm going to roll because both Elix and Robert are bleeding. So I'm going to go. Elix is going to be evens. Robert is odds. Evens. Elix. More of these vines come out of the ground and hit you, or at least attempt to. 10 on the die, probably going to hit. Slam into you for minimum damage, 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and grab you. You are now grappled, which makes you flat-footed. Those are the vines. Turn though. Trendon, back to you, buddy.
Okay.
Ugh.
Man, and I only have 2 actions.
No. You're back to. No, I'm sorry. It is. Yeah, it's for this round.
Yeah,
Next round, you'll have it back.
Yeah, my next turn. I think I'm just gonna do telekinetic projectile with another stake.
Okay, go
Just
for it.
fling it
Roll
at
them
it.
bones. Yeah, it's a miss,
Fuck.
unfortunately.
Okay.
This guy
He misses.
dances out of the way, and he looks. He's got 2 juicy targets. Robert's bleeding worse though, and you see this creature just reaches out to you, Robert, and like touches your blood, and it like goes into it, and it makes an. What's your fortitude?
My
Is it
fortitude.
10 plus your modifier?
+9.
Okay, so 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, makes an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't crit. There's no crit or anything in this though, so that's good. But you see, it looks better for it. Like it looks more vital, as well as you feel less vital, and you are now afflicted with the drained condition. Drained 1. I will apply that to you.
I
There's
don't even
that
think
though.
we should run.
You guys have done a fair amount of damage to it, but yeah, it's also whooping you. It's doing the same thing, I will say. So I don't know. It's up to you guys, but it's turn regardless. It's going to now. Oh, what's it gonna do? I don't know. It's gonna pivot. It's gonna. Elix is grabbed, but it's not really. No, but it wants Robert. It's got its thing, so it's going after Robert again.
Is that an attack? Yeah.
That's an attack. Yes.
I have not used my reaction, so I'm gonna raise my shield. I hope that will turn it from not a crit.
Well, don't you know? Remember, you have to raise your shield to use your reaction.
I'm not shield blocking. I'm. This is like the attack. I haven't used my reaction yet. This is just I'm just getting +2. I'm just trying to turn this crit a non.
No. But what I'm saying, the shield block specifically is when you have your shield raised, you would take damage from a physical attack.
Yes, yeah. I have to have my shield raised in my action turn. I am just getting +2 AC. I cannot reduce the.
Can you raise your shield as a reaction?
Yes. Yeah. I have. What's it called? I have one of these abilities. Let me look. It is called.
No, you're fine. I'm just not 100. It's
called Reactive Shield. Snap your shield into place as you take a blow, avoiding the damage at the last second. Blah blah blah. You use raise the shield action. You gain the bonus to AC, but I can't block.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, reactive shield. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Yeah, so you just okay, so yeah, that just takes it from a regular hit or crit to a regular hit.
Yes.
That's what you were saying? Okay, so I'm just gonna try to just roll this as not a crit. Yeah. Oh no, fuck, that's gonna be a miss. Whatever. I'm just gonna here. That now I can just roll the damage like regular though. So 12 points of damage. You're already bleeding. In this case, the 2d6 still does supersede the 1d6, so you're still bleeding. And then this guy's going to pivot and he's going to try to hit Elix as well. Because Elix is flat footed to him. Seems like he maybe had a reason for being in this field. Oh, yeah, and this whole time that troll's still over there, just like, but he's out for the count. So here we go. He gets a +2 to this attack because Elix is flat footed. This is his second attack, though, so he does take the penalty, but it's still pretty good to hit. Yeah. And he hits Elix for 16 points of damage. That's his turn. Back to you, Ticket. These guys are getting fucked up out there. What do you want to do? You are hiding.
Yeah. What's the other thing after hiding? There's like another status.
Or like hidden?
Yeah, there's like I remember reading in the guide where it said like you have to like be hidden from it, and then once you're hidden, then you can like disappear.
You if you made the successful check, you are concealed or whatever, But we don't know.
Yeah, you right now are. To your
Okay.
knowledge, you are.
Okay, then I'm gonna flank around the right hand side, and I'm gonna try to. I don't know how close I can get, but I'm basically gonna try to get to those two trees that are near where the red Kool-Aid drinking thing is.
Okay.
The vampire.
It's not a vampire. Don't worry about it.
Dude, it's totally a vampire.
It's not a vampire.
So you're trying to sneak, and sneaking is it's fucking slow is the thing to keep in mind here. I believe it's.
Yep.
I'm trying to look at it right now.
I mean, I know it's half speed, and I think I can move 25 in a turn. So
I don't know if it's half speed when you're in combat. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. I think it might only be 5 feet.
5 fucking feet.
Yeah, I think it's I think it would be.
Give me just a moment.
I mean, fuck. If it's 5 feet, can I hit it with my bow from here?
Yeah, you can hit with your bow from there. I mean, you got what, a short bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, you've got all your actions. If you want to, yeah, half speed. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, if you want to take a bow shot at it, you definitely can. I mean, you are 40 feet away from it. So if you want to, you can even. I mean, you have enough actions. You could even stow your dagger, draw your bow, and then take a shot, or you could just drop your dagger for the moment, pull out your bow, and take 2 shots.
Okay.
It is, yeah. You're hidden, so and your bow counts for your sneak attack. So.
All right, then I'm gonna stow my dagger, being careful
Okay.
not to poke myself because it's poison right now.
With the poison.
And then I'm gonna pull my short bow out, and I'm gonna try to shoot an arrow to see if I can make red Kool-Aid come out of it.
All right. Let's
Blood.
go ahead and
It's
take
not
the
blood,
shot.
but don't worry about it.
A short bow. Swim. Here we go. 13 on the die. That is going to hit because of the fact. Hey, don't apply the flat-footed, man, because then it makes it flat-footed to everybody. That's why I don't apply the flat-footed condition. That's why I have you guys do the modifiers, because that's a pain in the ass for me to deal with.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let it ride
So
on
there
just
you
this
go.
attack. I just want to see if it does.
It did. It worked. He already has the defense. If you look, there's defense effect -2, so it worked. So I just took it off of him though. But yeah, just in the future, because then it just applies it for every single attack. Like if Triton threw a fireball at it, it would be flat-footed to that.
Yeah.
Even though it shouldn't be. But yeah, so that's a hit. Cool. So we're going to roll damage. It's going to be 1d6 plus a d6. So here we go. +6. All right, nice. So good damage. This arrow kind of comes out of the tree line. None of you really see it, but it hits this guy, and he does not seem to like it. And he's looking fairly hurt, but that would be Ticket's full turn. Elix, it would be your turn. This is the last round of it, but you'll be still slowed 1. So you have 2 actions available to you.
All right, I'm just gonna. I have. I'm a flurry of blows, regular hits first.
All right, give yourself the +2. No, that doesn't matter in this case. Oh, you did it. Cool. Nice. That hits. One punch. There you go.
Second one.
Oof,
Two.
that one does not do it.
And I'm gonna just I'm gonna go for a grapple.
Okay.
And
You
the
just keep-
the multiple attacks, what's the minus? Is it 10?
It's -10.
And do I get flanking for that?
I don't believe so. No, I don't think that applies to those types of combat maneuvers.
Let's see. Oops, I need to change it back to -10 then. Is it -8? I'm just gonna reach to the skies. Nope.
Yeah, it unfortunately does not do it. Good roll, bad modifier. And I'll remind you of it this time, but you try to remember because eventually I'm going to stop doing it. Fortitude save because you hit them with your flurry of blows. They make one to see if they're stunned.
Yes. This is the first time I hit him. I will say, but yes.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so I'm just reminding you here. But yep. Ooh, that's probably a success or a success on your end, right? So they're going to be stunned one.
Yeah.
Because you're what? Your DC is 20.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so they will be stunned one. So good for you guys. So
Wow.
I'll keep that in mind on their turn. Robert, it is going to be your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to pray.
You
to
are no
Ione.
longer slowed.
Oh, thank God!
All right,
I'm going to
reaction
pray to.
activity.
Yeah, I'm going to pray to Iomade, and I'm going to try and knock his ass down.
Like all of fucking the 14 different
Oops.
status effects.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got targeted there? You got yourself targeted.
Yeah, that's from
okay.
me. I hit myself, bam. But
Yeah, you hit
Wow.
yourself. So with flanking, let me see. I think
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
hit with flanking. That is a hit with flanking. That is just a hit.
Okay. Hit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I totally forgot to do that. Okay.
All right, boom, big damage.
That is
Nice.
a big
and then
damage.
now roll an athletics check.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh man!
It doesn't do it. It's
Wow!
just fucking
Wow.
Motherfucker. So I have one more
reflex
turn.
plus 17.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah, one more action.
I do. I'm like, do I run away? No, you know what? I'm gonna do one more attack. You know what? Fuck it.
Okay.
We have to.
Go for it.
Yeah, 13. This.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Even with flanking. Just off. Okay. This guy is looking hurt as shit though. Oh my god. What? Hold on. What's going on?
Bad bleed.
Who's salted? Robert took double bleed there. That's not right. So you should have just taken the 11. What were you at for health, Robert? Do you recall?
Oh, I didn't see.
5. You ignored 4, so you were exactly at 11. So Robert goes down from bleeding. So Robert is down. To move Robert in initiative order now. Give me just a second here. So Robert swings, hits, connects. This guy looks hurt. Then, like, as he brings the sword around to try again, misses, and this like spurt of blood just like out of like his like neck where he's bleeding from, and he just falls out, loses the blood pressure. That's very bad. It's
Very
the
bad.
Vine's turn. They see. Well, they don't look. They're fucking vines. They creep out. They're going to. Yeah, no, they're going to. What are they going to do? They're going to make a strike at Elix. I mean, that's what they're going to do. 11 on the die. 25. What's Elix sitting on? Yeah, this has a good chance of downing Elix too. You guys are real fucked. Yep, Elix goes down. Okay. I have to move Elix in initiative order now. All right. And that's what now they're going to, they think they got this in hand. They're going to take another strike. They're going to try to grab Trendon. And they take a strike at Trendon. Jesus Christ. Yeah. They hit Trendon. And Elix, sorry, it wouldn't be your turn. I have to move you. Sorry. So when you go down in Pathfinder, you get moved to before the initiative of the creature that downs you. Trendon, it is your turn. These two guys are down in front of you. Elix and Robert, your heavy hitters. You don't know where the fuck Ticket is. I'll probably have Henris come in here in a second. but you are not grabbed by the vine. That's good. It hit you, but it didn't have the action to grab you, so it just hit you.
Okay.
You are not grabbed.
How hurt does the vampire look?
Pretty hurt, but not like one fucking unless you crit it. I'm just gonna tell you right now. 25 health. It has 25 health.
Okay. Fuck. He's gonna run away. He's gonna move a little bit. He's gonna move like 20 feet.
Okay.
Can I move 5 more feet? Like I want to move
Yeah,
the
just
full.
straight back.
Yeah. So he's 30
Okay.
feet away, and then I'm gonna fling Ray of Frost at it.
Okay.
That works.
Roll it. What is Ray of Frost does something on a crit, right? Is there a movement slot,
Yeah.
or is that just if they're
Yes.
Yeah, on
dead?
critical success, the target takes double damage and takes a negative 10-foot status penalty to its speed for 1 round.
Okay, cool. Roll them bones first. See what kind of damage you do here. Bunch of D4s.
Nice.
Holy shit. Oh, imagine if that was a TKP.
Yeah,
Telekinetic projectile. Ooh. I'm
I
just fucking with
know.
you,
Fuck, I was debating that. Oh my god.
God damn, big hit. Big fucking hit. Oh, shit.
All right,
Oh,
so
man.
that's my turn
Okay,
then, I
that'll
guess.
be it. Yeah, that'll be it. Oh, boy, this is exciting. Robert, I need you to make me. This is bad, guys. Robert is currently wounded or dying 1, but Robert is still bleeding. Robert, I need you to make me a death save.
Fuck.
Or
Yep.
a recovery check. D20 flat.
20 flat. Oh, and I remember I have toughness, so it's 9.
So it's it's a 10, I believe. Is it 10? I don't know. Because it's 11 normally, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it's 10 plus the value. So
Um,
I think in this case it would be 10, no?
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, so you're looking for a 10. So you got exactly a 50-50.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay. Good
Nice.
for you. So you're not unconscious, but you're about to go right back.
Yeah.
You're going to take that bleed damage.
Yeah.
You'll hit that next turn for me, which is almost worse. No, not really, but yeah, it is bad. Okay, hey, you're no longer bleeding. Great, but you are dying too.
Yeah.
Because you're wounded 1 and then go back down. So that's bad. It's this guy's turn. Luckily for you, Trendon brought him near death. He looks specifically like licks his lips, takes one last bit of like looks around. Elix, roll me a fortitude save real quick while this thing just kind of dips its hand into your blood.
Sorry, did you say Elix?
Yes, Elix, please. I know you're
What role is
unconscious,
it?
but your body's still a fortitude. Just
Okay, I
a
was
fortitude
just double
save.
checking.
Yep, you're good, man. Good, great. Okay, so I think that's a success. Does it say athletics or acrobatics? I don't think. Let me see.
My athletics is better.
No, mine. It's this critters. Sorry, that's actually just a fail. Luckily, again, doesn't really affect you except for you're now also drained 1. This thing looks a little healthier, but with that being said, it like looks around, it doesn't see Ticket, it only sees you, Trendon. It does like a whoop, it like gives you a little wave, and then turns into a large raven. And then flies upwards 50 feet. And that is its turn. Ticket, you're up. So this thing is out of your effective short bow range. It's 90 feet away from you, but you can take a shot at it with a -2.
Fuck it. I'm going to do it.
All right. -2 to the roll here. Let me go ahead and get Tickets pulled up. Short bow attack. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
Do you just want to go for broke? You just want to fling them at it?
Yeah, just keep going.
Yeah, maybe they'll get a 20. Nope. And I'm not even adding the modifier in this case. Yeah, no. Okay. You just fling some arrows at it and it gets up there, going, gone. Just for funsies, I'm not going to let any of you die here. Combat's, well, it's kind of not over. We're going to have to figure out what you guys are doing here. Elix, I need you to make me a DC 11 recovery check. This is you're just going to roll a flat D20. And you are also bleeding, so this is not good.
There's another.
Oh, no,
just double click this.
You just drag the 20 into the box. Just roll the 20 into the chat box.
Oh, chat. I
There
was
you
like
go,
dragging,
just like
trying to
that.
flick it onto the screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
Okay. So Elix is dying 2 now and takes bleed damage.
Ooh.
So Elix goes to dying 3. And now I will recovery check for you. Luckily, you're not bleeding either, but you are dying 3 and you aren't stabilized yet. So that's
many do you
good. You're
need?
not automatically dead. You at dying 4, you're dead.
Oh, okay.
So you are 1 away. It is these vines' turn. You see them start feeling out for Robert and Elix. And they start to, it starts to like wrap around them in seemingly the same way it has the troll. And that is what it does, though. Trendon, it is your turn.
Okay. Fuck. I want to shoot
Yeah, I'm
at
not,
the.
I don't think it needs to roll to grapple while you guys are unconscious. If anyone wants to
Yeah.
argue with me on that,
Whatever,
I'm not going to
whatever.
have it do damage, but it's grappling.
Is there a place I can like a center mass I could target for these
You can
vines?
see the vines themselves. You can just target them like normal. Like you could target
Okay.
these as if they were the creature. And I have a health that I've been keeping track of for it. And I will say these vines that you see wrapping around Robert and Elix both look they look lesser than when you first encountered this place.
Okay.
They've definitely taken a fair amount of damage. And it also looked like fire wasn't the worst thing in the world for it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let the Raven go. I was gonna fling another ray of frost at it, but if it's grabbing you guys up, that's not good. I'm gonna do the produce flame and fling a fireball at the vines.
Cool, go for it. Rolling bones. Yep, that'll hit. And roll
Nice.
damage. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm just doing some math. It is like they're still kind of wrapping them up, but it doesn't look like there's much to them. They look almost wispy. And
Okay.
it is, you have 1 action left.
Well, with my one action, I'm gonna move kind of. Actually, I'll move as far as I can to get closer to Robert.
Okay. Yeah, you could
And
even
then-
go like 1 to his left if you want to.
No, I'll just go right behind him because I'm gonna
Right behind
try and
him?
drag him out.
Okay,
my next
cool.
turn.
Okay. All right. Well, let's turn into spring tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. We can do that.
But, Robert, I do need you to make me that other recovery check now. Now you are dying 2, so this is a DC 11.
Fuck. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
That was scary.
Okay. All right. Robert stabilizes yet again. Okay. As Robert's turn, this dude still unconscious. This guy just flies off 150 feet. Just kind of combat. He is effectively out of combat from the map. And it is back to you, Ticket. The Raven seems to, the red-haired man / Raven seems to have vacated the premises, but you see Elix and Robert are both unconscious, and to your eyes, probably dying. Last you saw, they were both hemorrhaging a lot of blood.
Okay. If I break out of stealth, am I able to make it to Elix?
With 2 actions, it looks like. Yeah, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it'd be 2 actions.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and just risk the vines.
Okay. Yeah, they don't, outside of that initial when they grabbed you, they don't seem to have been attacking anybody when they enter the space. That was like a trigger for them, essentially, in the terms of what a hazard does. So in this case, they've just been, they're now busy with these 2. And it is, but I mean, yeah, you have an action left. You can try to like cut them off or something if you want to.
Am I able to stabilize him?
I believe that's a first aid check, which is 2 actions. Let me double check though. Stabilize. No, not the spell. Here, let me look at first aid. First aid. TF2B. Administer first aid. Perform first aid. Stabilize. Yeah, it's a 2 action ability.
Okay.
You use 2 to get up there, so you only have the 1 left.
If I drop my short bow and pull out my dagger, is that count as an action?
It would be. What do you want to do?
I want to try to at least cut him loose or do something to help him.
Yeah, I'll let you make basically an improvised roll with the arrow if you want to. You could take a shot with the arrow. There's no reason you can't take a shot with the arrow. Like there's no mechanical reason beyond it. Like so because it would be an action to pull out your dagger. So
Okay,
then that
then
would
yeah,
leave you
I'll
with no
just-
actions left.
I'll
You can
just
just try to take a
shoot an
shot with the
arrow.
arrow though. Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna have you take a shot just with the arrow. This is just gonna be a regular +9 to your roll. 14 on the die, that'll do it. Let's see. 3 points piercing, and it seems to sink into it, and still there, but it seems to be kind of retreating a little bit back from Elix. But I mean, it wasn't actively like menacing him. But this is the real rub. Elix, you're at dying 3, and you have to roll a recovery check here. This is a DC 13. I'm sorry, a 14 check. If you fail on this check, your character would die.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
Right.
wow.
You stabilize at dying 3. But here's the real bad news. Did you save last time on your bleed? I don't remember. You did.
I did.
Thank
I passed
Yeah.
it.
God.
I got rid of it.
All right. Well, that would have been it if you didn't, because that's the way it works. But because you would have immediately started bleeding.
How do they
so
go
bleed
away?
is bleed.
The dying, sorry.
The dying is based on your wounded value. So once you come back up from dying, you're actually no, you technically wouldn't be dying right away, because you basically, anytime you get knocked unconscious and then come back up, you are wounded X. In this case, if you just go down once and come back up once, you're wounded 1. In that case, when you go down again, you add your wounded condition to your dying condition.
I see. Okay. And like long rests will probably get rid of woundeds.
I'm sorry, one more time.
And long rests will get rid of woundeds probably.
No. So it's actually, if you're healed to full, you get and then rest for 10 minutes. You lose the wounded condition, and that's if it's
Okay.
anything other than a treat wounds. But if you get a treat wounds, that also removes the wounded condition. But they do
Okay, cool.
compile. So basically, if you go down and you're wounded 2, you come back up, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in this case, I'm going to basically, the drama is out of it, except for this vine is still kicking. So Elix is awake, or not awake, but you're stable, so you're still unconscious. But so it is this vine's turn though, and this vine is going to target, in this case, the people it sees fucking with it, which is going to be Trendon, who did a bunch of fire damage to it. So it's going to take a swing at Trendon. It's still alive. 17 on the die off the crit Trendon. Luckily, very low damage roll. It's Trendon for 11 points of damage, and it's going to grab you because it's a vine. It doesn't know any better than not to. Trendon, you're also bleeding. I forgot to have you be doing that before, but that's fine. We'll worry about that. It's a D4. I'm not sweating it too hard. Wouldn't have really made a difference there. It is your turn though, Trendon.
Okay.
And you are grabbed by this vine.
So if I'm grabbed, can I still cast a spell, or do I have to?
Yeah, you're
break
not
out?
restrained. You're not restrained. So you can just, there's a difference between grabbed and restrained. Restrained, basically, the only thing you can do is try to escape. This is just a grab. So in this case, you can just try to fucking fireball it or whatever. Produce flame.
I'm gonna do produce flame then.
Go for it. Ooh, that'll hit. Go
Nice.
for it. Roll them bones. This thing's dead. Yep. It had 7 left, and you do a 5 additional
Hell yeah.
from fire. So this thing burns up. There's this fucking troll still tied down by these. Well, not anymore, actually. Oh, wow. Okay, that's fun.
Oh no.
This
God.
troll, its vines seem to still be in place, but they seem to be retreating some. So I'm actually going to, I'm probably going to leave you guys in initiative for the moment being. Let's go ahead and take a 5 here, though, before we go any further.
Okay.
You need to grab a drink or anything like that, and then we'll come back and see what the hell you guys do about this troll. I am back.
I'm back as well.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm here.
I knew you were gonna put a vampire in here eventually.
Dude, what's so funny is like this is like part of the book. I've just been waiting.
Did it really?
Like that shit started, and I've just been like, man, if they go to these fucking woods, I cannot wait.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It's been killing me.
It's not a vampire though.
Dude, it's
Oh,
it's totally a fucking vampire.
It's not
Well, that's yeah. I'll wait till you guys do some checks, but it's very funny. It's been something I'm thinking about a lot.
That's awesome.
terrifying. Terrifying fight. Is that not? Hang on. Can you hear me? What the?
How's back east, Chris? You having a nice time with your family?
Yeah, so far. I haven't really done a whole lot, but that's okay with me.
Yeah.
Testing.
It's a lot warmer here and I don't like it.
Testing.
No, I live in Oregon.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh man. Terrifying. Edge of my
Yeah,
seat.
you guys,
Yeah, no kidding.
that was a tight one.
The rolls are
Steve,
garbage this time.
Yeah. If only we were using the old new / old death
I
and
think
dying
I
rules.
was
Yeah,
5
the
1s
new one
and
would
3
be dead.
2s.
Yeah, those are some. Yeah, fortunately for the Knicks, those are some pretty poor rolls. That yeah, it wasn't bad though. Good. You guys handled your own pretty well, honestly, for what you could do. So I was looking at trolls, and their recovery is relatively slow. And this guy has been here for, well, I don't know. He looks pretty fucked up, though, I will say. So I'm not actually going to have you guys keep this in initiative order, just because I'm not looking to do that. I'm going to have Robert. I'm going to have Pinners come up. I'm not in front of my computer at the moment. I'm hitting my vape real quick. But he's going to come over, heal you guys up. So boom, boom, boom. I'll adjust you guys' health here in a minute. But Elix, Robert, you guys are both going to be conscious, no longer bleeding. You both succeeded on your bleed stop checks. But you are both wounded 1 as well as drained 1. Both of you guys are still drained 1. That is from the
drained one
drink
do?
blood activity. Basically, it's a kind of a -1 across the board. And I have not applied that to you yet, but I will here in just a minute. But yeah, I'll read it out to you. So it's one of many conditions that exist now. So when a creature successfully drains you of blood or life force, you become less healthy. Drained always includes a value, in this case 1, and you take a stats penalty equal to your drain value on constitution-based checks, such as fortitude saves. And here's the big one, though. You also lose a number of hit points equal to your level times the drain value. So both you and Robert are going to be down 4 of your maximum hit points. So that lasts until the drain goes away. But I'll apply that once we're all said and done here. Don't worry about doing that yourself, because I used to have a plugin that did it automatically, but now I don't know. But I'll adjust it if I need to. But yeah, so you guys are both effectively down 4 max hit points, which you aren't going to be near in the moment anyways. But yeah, this troll is still like out of it. A couple of moments pass. Henris comes over, heals. They, I imagine Ticket and Trendon through their combined massive muscle might drag Elix and Robert out of the way enough to where a burst heal, a heal isn't going to heal the troll as well. And you guys are back up. You guys collect your, weapons in Robert's case, and I don't know, your pocket change, whatever falls out of Elix's pocket when he goes unconscious. And you guys are all back up, and this troll is still just kind of like writhing.
Can we beat his
still
ass?
Apparently in great plane.
Oh, wait, I should probably speak.
To make yourself feel better, you can just curb stomp the troll.
I mean, I haven't stabbed anything with my dagger yet.
Yeah, and I will remind you too, you can make knowledge checks outside of combat.
What sort of roll would I do to kind of help me decide whether or not it's going to be hostile on waking up?
That was so for the troll itself. That was the society check you guys did before combat started, so that's your roll for that one. So there's just, and just common knowledge. It's a troll. It's probably not going to be the most friendly, but you kind of saved it maybe. So who knows? But I will say, as like, and again, I'm not going to hold this against you guys because I'm not going to keep it in initiative order. It does appear to like slowly be healing up, but it seems very slowly. Like you can see some of its cuts are like slowly stitching back up, but it's a very, very slow process when
Oh man.
trolls normally have a pretty fast regeneration process.
Okay, so are we gonna have a group consensus on what we're gonna do about this troll, or are we just gonna leave?
Kill or not to kill? Raise your hands up.
Brendan's freaking out. Vampires.
Trendon, it's not a vampire. Calm down.
It was a fucking vampire.
Listen, have you ever
Anybody
seen a
who
vampire turn
wants
into a raven?
to-
I haven't.
Shapeshifting is like a key vampire trait.
Yeah, I was
No, they
just
turn into
gonna say
bats.
that.
Age. They turn into bats.
Yeah, they turn into vats or mist. But anybody who wants to try to identify what that redheaded creature was, you can roll me a nature check and just roll it in the open and just tell me what you get. Because, like I said, I'm not for my computer at the very moment. So,
I can't roll it, but whenever you can,
Yeah,
Ticket
yeah.
will YOLO it.
What are we rolling? What stat is it?
it
I
would
got
be
a
a
5.
nature.
Sorry, everyone start. What was that? I didn't get to hear it again.
Nature.
Nature, thank you.
Then tell me what you get.
I got a 22.
Okay, let me take a look. Bear, you roll it, or do you not have
Nah.
nature?
I don't have nature.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's take a look if that's enough to identify this creature. If I can spell it, which I can't. So Google, my friend here. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure where Elix heard about this in his travels, but this is something known as a Babon Sith. And it is a fey creature, actually, and is in fact not a vampire and not undead.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not a genius or nothing, but I'm just saying.
They are so normally fey kind of undeath is very very rare amongst fey folk. But a few have adopted the vile practices and habits of notorious undead while still being living themselves, as seen in the blood drinking habits of this murderous Babon Sith, which is kind of an elf-like creature. They're pretty nasty customers. I mean, you saw what they do. They have this captivating dance, is what it's called, where they can stride and then try to captivate you with the dance. And if you fail, it'll cause you to be slowed. Even on a success, it's slowed. A critical success makes you, immune to it for a number of time. Critical failure is real bad. You saw that with Ticket, where it causes you to essentially move towards the creature. They can change shape, specifically into a large raven. They can drink your blood, giving you the drained condition, and then healing themselves with it. But yeah, they're a fey-like creature, and they are still out there in the world. One thing of note, I will say, normally the drained condition goes away after a night's rest. The drained condition from this creature lasts 1 week,
Oh,
and in
Damn.
order to get rid of it, it requires a blood transfusion, which requires 10 minutes, a successful DC 28 medicine check, and sufficient blood or a blood donor. So, not something you guys are going to have the means to do out here in the boondocks.
wow.
So, both Robert and Elix are stuck with this drain for the time being. But yeah, and they have a normal fey weakness to cold iron, which do with that what you will, I guess. But yeah, they're very dexterous. They can't speak. They're nasty creatures. I'll just tell you guys, their thing is they go after the person with the highest charisma. So that's why they were initially targeting Ticket, and then they moved on to Robert. Robert had the next highest after Ticket was out of the picture.
Word.
I hate Faye.
I think it's funny that I have the highest charisma.
Damn
I
right.
mean, ticket
I do
maybe.
too. It's funny.
Ticket maybe.
It says it's funny. They say they prefer to drink blood from the victims they find attractive. But then it specifically says they avoid drinking it from animals and beasts. So I was like, like, what do I classify Ticket as?
Ticket's an attractive beast.
Yeah,
That's
attractive
exactly.
beast.
That's why I went after it. I was like, all right, now they're gonna go after Ticket. And, yeah, but they are gone, and you assume Actually, you can't really assume anything. Honestly, you guys don't know enough. But they were here. This whole woods seems blood themed to some degree. So kind of they were here, but yeah, then they're gone, and you assume they're still out there. You don't know if there'll be a future problem or not, whether they are something that's going to stick around. But yeah, they're gone, and you guys escaped near death. They could have they probably could have finished one of you off, if not maybe even both of you, but decided to flee instead after Trendon's wonderful critical success on his fucking ice, whatever the fucking
Ray of Frost.
polar beam, ray of frost. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and actually, I'm going to go ahead and give Trendon another hero point for that. That was a good
Oh,
move.
sweet.
And yeah, so but that is where you guys are at right now. That's what you know about the Babon Sith. This red-haired vampire-looking creature, but not in fact a vampire. Ticket is in fact justified. And, but yeah, this troll is still slowly regenerating, slowly coming back
I
to
vote
life.
we kill it now. It's going to be a big problem later.
No, he's right. But we need to let's as hard as we can. Henris out of combat. Can we get another big heal? Try and
Yeah, he's got two more. So, give me just a second here. Now I should roll him. Yeah, 'cause he did Wood, then he just did Wood. So yeah, it'll be 3 in total for you guys. Let's go ahead and do those real quick. That's going to be 6d8 plus 24. So you guys are going to be probably in pretty good shape here. But that will be Henris's heals for the day.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get that popped off. So 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
got an
5,
idea.
6. Okay, so that's what? 53. So yeah, that's going to heal Elix to full. My Vine creature's still on the map. I was like, oh, they're down some. It's going to heal technically all of you. Robert, is the drained actually working on you properly? Let's see. Let's go to your main
I don't think
page.
so.
It is not. No, so let's go ahead and reduce you down by 4. So your new max will be 52. I'm going to go ahead and put you at 0. Elix, I'm going to do the same to you. I'm going to reduce you down by 4. I'll put you at 48. And then, yeah, everybody's back to full. So that's boom, boom, boom. Spells pop off. Bunch of heals, bunch of channels. And you guys are all healed back up to full with. And then I assume you're going to take 10 minutes after this at some point. So I'm not going to put the wounded condition on Elix and Robert. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about that, but I will apply the drained to Elix. Clickety clack. There we go. All right, let me get the flat footed off for a bear. There we go. Okay, cool. So
Okay.
you guys are, yeah, so quick, boom, 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 bunch of heals. Go ahead. What are you doing? I'm just going to turn off token lock. Feel free to move.
Got an idea. Let's all surround him. Ticket.
Office space style.
Yeah, Ticket. You will open with a dagger attack. We're gonna try and take him down.
Sure. I will just. I have Ticket
You are going
plus
to
2 to
aggro
this.
very slowly.
All right, good for Ticket. That's a 30. I don't think that's going to be a crit, but I'll double check real quick. Troll. Let's see. What is the troll's AC? I have a feeling it's 22. Let's see if I'm right. Troll, regular ass troll, is a 20. So that is actually for what I'm setting this. So that is a crit. So that's going to be a whole bunch of, it's going to be 4d4 plus 2d6. So boom, boom, boom. So, not roll twice. It's weird. They're just vibrating on my screen. That's fun. Let's go ahead and try that again. There we go. Oh, there they are. Okay, well, I'll go with the better roll. So 11 plus 7, so a total of 18. And then they'll make a fortitude save for the poison, which we're all going to succeed.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they have a basically non-chance of not. Yeah, no, they succeed that handily. No problems there. but they're back to they're hurt, but like they're still healing. Nothing's activated their rejuvenation. So like it lays into them, and they're like effectively unconscious, but they're still alive.
Well,
That was a great attack. That was a great attack.
do we take turns?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do a combat. What's it called? Combat assessment.
Combat
strike.
assessment. Yeah, that'll hit.
Definitely hit.
So then go ahead and roll me a nature check, or I'm sorry, a society check.
Society check. Oh, I should have got. Oh, but I
That's
failed
fine.
that. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Robert, you are 100% sure this thing is weak to blood transfusions.
Yeah.
giving
I
your blood.
need some of its blood, guys. I need some of its blood.
Yeah, I mean, you just lay into it. It's just you're just chopping at a dead horse at this point. I assume Trendon's gonna fucking fireball it, or you'll produce
Yep.
flame out of it at one point, and it after that it dies. It like one point just like and I will say like you know what actually, as you stab into it and as Trendon starts just like torching it, it lets out one familiar word before it passes, collectory, which you were all told was the that exists somewhere on the island.
Ooh. Oh, maybe we should have kept it alive.
Well, you
Trendon.
killed it.
Brendan,
Oh.
Yeah, take it.
I just wanted you to know that it's not a vampire.
I know. Dude, my mind is blown. Okay, I'm shocked.
I imagine
telling you.
this makes Trendon more scared because like there are things that act like vampires that aren't vampires. But now he's just got nobody
Yeah.
to trust.
Yeah, he's kind of
No
just like
shit, it
shell
wasn't a
shocked, right?
vampire.
I'm telling you,
His
Trendon,
whole
there's no
world is
such
like
thing
blue.
as vampires, okay? There's things that'll drink blood. It's true. We've already encountered chupacabras and, fairies. But
I believe Ustalav is like ruled by a vampire king. Like there's like
I promise you,
vampires
there's no vampires.
out and about.
Ticket, you're a liar,
like a-
man.
There's
They're
a
a
PC
vampire.
ancestry. There's like the Dampier.
I'm trying to help you, Trendon. I'm trying to help you not live your life in fear over something that doesn't exist.
Bro, I've seen vampires before.
Trendon like went to school with one. He was
Yeah.
his roommate in freshman year. He hated it. He had to keep
Yeah, it
all
was
the
a
blinds
DM.
closed all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
he loves garlic, and so he couldn't eat any garlic.
So
It's like restricted.
outside of
The RA's like knocking on your door. Hey man, I smelled garlic coming from your room.
outside of me proving Trendon wrong once again, what are we gonna do about all the wood around here? We're gonna go tell them that they can come get it, or are we gonna try to secure it more? Or what are we gonna do?
Well, you guys also still have not made it all the way in. You guys are still
Yeah,
only
we need to go to the
partially
center still.
into this.
Yeah.
Let's, well, first, I want to loot the body. I want to loot that body. Can I
The
loot
troll's
body?
body?
Yes.
A big loincloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's just got a big troll hog, just
Yeah.
for the world to see.
He's just got the
He's a
troll
troll
hog, yeah.
man. He's got nothing on him.
Okay.
No
Right.
hide. Troll
Nope.
tusks worth anything?
Yeah, this is Witcher rules.
While Robert is
Silver
busy
Sheen
digging
version.
around in the anal cavity of a troll, we're gonna go on further.
Well,
Can I check where the fairy came from? The fae came from, perhaps?
Sure. Yeah. You look. Yeah. So you go kind of into the tree line. Actually, good thought. And you actually see a number of things there. You see like 3 or 4 what look like small vials that appear to be. One of them is partially filled with what looks like sap from one of these trees.
Interesting. I'll bring the vials out to the rest of the party. Oi, look at these.
what are they?
Yeah, what do you think those are?
Shrug.
Well, I tell you what, they're not. They're not blood from a vampire.
He drank
So-
blood, okay.
He did, in fact, drink blood. Anybody who wants to can roll me a crafting check while examining these.
What kind of craft?
Craft.
Or just like any crafting?
Just crafting in general is fine.
Cool.
specifically alchemical crafting, but I'm sure there's a lot
No,
of
my
this.
freaking rolls.
God damn it.
All right, twos. And does Ticket have crafting? Ticket does not. Oh, Ticket's got a +2. Let's try.
Sincerely doubt it.
Wow.
Hey, 17, second best. But Robert, you do great. So Robert, you examine these and you kind of stick your pinky. You know, it's like a yeah, it's poker, right? But no, it's like you check it out and like these, and you can tell this is actually what appears to be sap from these trees, as Elix saw a bit of that back there, which has a distinct, kind of what's the word I'm looking for here? Consistency, as well as smell, as well as aroma, as well as, I don't know if you actually taste it or not, but if you do taste of blood, it's like this salty, coppery liquid.
Yeah, relay that to the party. And
Suspicious.
And I'm just going to kind of put that out. From what Elix rolled well enough on the check for this creature, they specifically do not drink blood from beasts or things of that nature if they can avoid it. You think perhaps this creature was sustaining off of these trees, which seem to be leaking a sap-like liquid that is similar enough to blood for it to sustain itself on.
well, I know we want to keep going further, but we're also kind of gassed on Inris. I feel like after that we have to play it safe. I think we should leave, get 8 hours of rest, then come back in, finish things. What is that?
I
I could go either
probably,
way.
probably going to give time for that fairy to come back.
That is true. That is something you need to keep in mind as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that could heal up.
I would rather start playing it safe. That's what I vote. If you guys want to keep one going, hey.
What if we just camp here?
Could
Camp
sleep in
here.
the troll body. Big sleeping
With
bag.
the vines that were going to wrap you up and bleed you dry.
I'll say it does
Not
seem like
here,
the vines
but,
have been dispatched.
That's true too. They're gone.
I mean, those are gone.
I think the thing was almost befriending the vines, wasn't attacking them. Wonder why that was, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, well, if you guys want to camp out here, fine. I'm probably going to crawl up in a tree, though.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
Okay. So
Wait,
tell
do
me,
we
are
even
you guys
have any
camping
camping
out in
supplies?
Yeah, you guys have your sleeping bags and shit with you. You knew you were on a multiple day journey at the very least. You guys are going from basically the, kind of not the southernmost, but where, Talmador's Mountain is pretty south, to one of the more northernmost points on the island. So, yeah, you guys would have your shit with you. But are you camping out in this clearing specifically, or are you guys going more into the tree line?
You guys are 100% going to be in the tree line,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should go in the tree line.
Definitely. Tree line, for sure.
Yeah, wonderful. So you guys head into the train line. It's early though. Still, I will say it's like noon. What are you guys doing for the rest of the afternoon until nighttime? Because you guys are on a day-night schedule right now. I'm not gonna say you can take a fucking 8-hour nap at noon. Like, what are you guys doing for these next couple hours before evening approaches?
I bet we could still scout, just really
could
not
if you
take any
wanted to.
engagements. That's my vote. But still trek around. Just be very picky.
This is a pretty small area. I mean, it's woods and difficult terrain, quote unquote. I'm not treating it as difficult terrain once you guys are in combat, unless stated otherwise. But like you can take some peeks around if you want to. Like that is not outside of the realm of possibility. Just keep in mind, if you're taking peeks around, there is a chance that you could trigger an engagement.
Well,
Which would
Ticket's
trigger a
going to look
disengagement.
around.
Brendan's going with Ticket, even though
Yeah.
he keeps bullying him.
That's worked for him the last time.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
not
definitely go
bullying you.
too.
I'm trying to protect you by giving you the truth.
I'm
The
also the
lying
enemy
guy.
man.
This fucking guy. Fucking take it. Fucking gaslighter is in there.
I mean,
You
at
don't
some
even
point, I'm going to
remember.
have to be able to
You
roll a
want to
diplomacy
get
check
caught
to
by those
convince
guys.
him.
I think so too, but I'll let Trinity decide that. Yeah. But you tell me how far you guys are going. Like that's what I'm gonna ask then. So like you are. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the map again, the big map. Here you go. Boop, 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 boop. There's the island. You guys are, Tom and Door's bounty is down here. You guys are here. This is a roughly 2 mile kind of divot in the earth of the island that extends on. And I'll say probably you guys are still on this like south side of the river.
Are we in
If we're
those red
using compass
trees?
points, you're in the red trees, correct? That's where you guys are. So you guys are probably still on the southern side of that river there, just near it though. If you look on the map, there's the river. So you guys are just on that side, abutting against this mountain here. So you tell me if you're crossing the river, trying to head off into the north a little bit. If you're going to the east, to the west, you guys probably entered from roughly, if you're looking at the map, about here. A little further back than that, but yeah, like that's where you guys, because you guys were kind of following the river, so you guys probably came around like that end, the kind of the western end of the forest on that side. You guys have traveled inwards to the east and then a slight bit north, and that's where you guys are at. Is right by that river. So yeah, what are you doing?
We check out the mountain.
You can, but that would mean trekking back out from the way you came and then checking out the mountain itself. If you guys want to, though, that's fine. Just let me know.
Well, where do you suppose we go? Go to the closest shore, perhaps, a little mini bay.
That's probably going to take you guys a good 3 or so hours, and that would require trekking the rest of the way, like back through this eastern side of the forest.
I know Gage gave us the option to scout. Let's just do that 8-hour rest. Then we'll be in fighting shape. Like
Well, I think he was saying that we can't because we're operating off of a day-night schedule, so we're not going to be sleeping.
You guys can't. If you guys just want to hang out for like fucking 7-8 hours, whatever, that's fine. But it's noon.
Yeah.
And you guys last rested, like you guys got up and started this day at like 6-7 a.m. So you guys can't take a full-on like rest at this moment. But if you just want to, play cards or whatever until nighttime, that's fine. I'm just letting you guys know what the timeline schedule is here.
Would that get Henry spell slots?
No, he has. It's like a preparation. It's the next day.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess.
You guys can also you can stop your day here. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just letting you guys know if you want to, you can. If you want to stop here and rest for the night, it's going to be hanging out until tonight and then resting for the night. Because you guys just concluded your rest like 6 hours ago. So I mean, you guys can't take an 8-hour rest at this exact moment in time.
I guess
but if you just want to hang out, that's fine.
I kind of vote check into the shore.
I'm being pushy about this just because we constantly run into danger while under power. I feel like that would be best to. That's just. You guys disagree, please.
Yeah. You guys can, please. I'm just letting you know. Again, it's you just if you want to just say we take 16 hours right now and just, hang out for the rest of the day and then rest for the night, that's fine. But I'm treating this as a realistic, you guys are living creatures. You sleep for, 8 of your 24 hours in a day. You guys got up 6 hours ago. You're going to be able to just take a nap at noon.
I mean, if Falcon wants to go to the shore, then Ticket will go with him. Or sorry, Elix.
Yeah,
Brendan.
Trinan will go with too.
Let's go.
Okay.
Ticket's going to stealth again, and if they want to follow the master, they can.
Follow the master. That's the verbiage. Sure.
Another two.
Oof.
Yeah. Normally I'm gonna have you roll that in the tower.
Oh, oops.
Yep, it's fine. You rolled a shitty enough roll. I'm not worried about it.
Thanks.
But Yeah, I mean, and that's the reason for it, is that's why those are secret checks, so you don't know, honestly. So you just
Oh,
you can't
yeah,
just say,
okay, that
I
does
rolled a
make sense.
20, I fucking did it all, you know. That's the whole reason for it. No worries though. So okay. So are you guys doing follow the expert? Moving at half speed. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So go ahead and
Follow
you
the
guys just
sensei.
roll me. Go ahead and Trin and roll it as well. I'll just adjust modifiers as needed in my brain. Trin, you don't have to roll those real dice.
Oh crap! I'm sorry. You said in the tower.
Yeah, you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it. And I got a crafting check from you too. Cool.
I don't know how that happened.
But I don't know either. It's fine. Okay, and then ticket. Here we go, buddy. Stealth. Why not? Rolling everybody else's in the open. Let's roll tickets in the open. Ticket rolls. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, just a transparency. Thank you for rolling in the tower, Robert. You rolled a 7, so for a total of a 14, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
But,
god.
Yeah. So you guys do it though. I mean, there's doesn't seem to be much costing you guys. One thing I will say though is, just as you're about to exit this tree line, like the red tree line, and into the kind of little bit of regular forest areas before you hit this kind of clearing before this little bay here, you all see this like black kind of, all of you, I'm just kind of pointing this out at this point, whatever. One of you would notice it first and you point it out to the rest, it's fine. There appears to be a maybe 6-inch wide black band in the earth. And actually, it sticks out of the earth about like 4 or 5 inches. It's not very big, but it's just enough to notice, and where it hasn't been totally covered by like detritus. And I'll say one of you notices it before you cross on the other side of it. But it appears like, upon seeing it, we'll just say Elix sees it first. Maybe a stub a toe on it. I don't know. But Elix wears shoes. I don't know why. Every monk I imagine doesn't wear shoes.
Oh, I wear shoes.
What do you wear? What kind of shoes does Elix wear?
Very tough boots for kicking.
All right, he's wearing some shit kickers, and you see this like band. That's very picking people. So of course you wear shoes, just like fucking like golf cleats. But you see this band, this about 5 flip-flops, this 5-inch band in the ground, and it raises. I'm sorry, it's about 6 inches wide, stands up about 5 inches out of the ground, and it seems to go a great length in either direction, far enough that you actually can't even tell. And it seems to have a slight curve to it, and it looks as if it's made of some sort of metal.
It's sticking out of the ground, almost like I think a mini fence sort of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly the way I think about it. Like a very, very low fence.
Yeah. Huh. Can I kick it?
Sure. It hurts. Doesn't feel good.
Huh.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Nice little tang when I hit it.
Yeah, actually, no, there isn't. There's like, you kick it, and actually, in fact, it's almost like a kind of like you kick it, and there's almost no like feedback from it. It just hurts your foot. The thing appears totally unyielding, and at this point, the rest of you would probably notice it as well.
Can I do a crafting check on it?
Sure.
Run my hand.
Take a lick. Yeah.
You give it a little lick,
Lick the
Yeah.
spider.
Yeah, just kind of do a little, you rub a couple shavings off, drop it into the wind. But yeah, no, this looks like, I'm gonna give it to you. You got a 20. This, first you think it's iron. Looks like iron. You kind of get up near it, you kind of touch it, you maybe try to file some of it off. Nothing comes off. No, it's not adamantine. This is black. In fact, I don't think you even. Yeah, I'll give it to you. This is. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up my notes. This is. You didn't expect to get a 20, Robert. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
1 second.
I'm
It
here
does
to
happen. There's a
ruin the
5%,
story.
There's a 5% chance of it happening.
Uh-huh.
That's fine, actually. I'm actually happy you found it out. That's pretty cool. Because that was basically the only way of it happening.
Yeah.
So give me
Failure
okay,
to
here we go.
success.
Yeah, falling your way to success. It's called Mr. Magooey. But okay. So this is a very, very rare thing, actually known as a sky metal, which adamantine is. This is not adamantine though. This is a sky metal known as no qual, which is incredibly rare, incredibly resilient. And what the fuck is this doing here? And how much of it is it?
Yeah, like I fall back onto my back like in shock. Like, I'm like that's no qual. I've only seen it once. You know.
And this was probably at like the Crafters Expo 1415 or something, like 4515. Like this is like this is the second most rare sky metal, which the sky metals are, adamantine, things of that nature. And this is the one that is like it's incredibly magical, incredibly rare. It can be forged such as iron, but it is in very, very limited stock in Galarian as it currently stands. So that there is a small wall made of it seems fucking probably insane, to be honest.
Wow.
Wow.
Ticket's gonna step over it and keep heading towards the beach.
Ticket, look at this thing. This is insane.
Yeah, we might be rich here, Ticket.
Yeah.
Like
That's a real cool looking metal band you got there. I'll let you guys handle that.
They can go be dug out.
I
mean, you see how wide it is? I don't think you're gonna be digging it out.
Yeah, like I mean, like, is there anything to move it? Or is it?
So as I
guess
said,
it
it
might be
seems to
best just to
stretch
report.
off hundreds of feet in either direction. Like if you guys take the time to start following it, it goes and it seems to bend inward towards the forest where you guys just exited or are currently in the process of exiting.
Can we see it on the map? Is that those black lines?
No.
I mean,
This is I don't have a map here for this. This is just describing this for you guys.
Well, wait. Hear me out. I have a theory, and rat theories are the best theories. So just listen.
That's what they say.
What if it's a ring that was trying to keep something in,
Or something out?
or that too? Maybe it's over time it sank, or maybe there's more structures underneath us. But for now, there's not a whole lot we can do, as rare as this metal is. So we should just probably leave it as is.
So 2 tickets saying that. I just wanted you to describe. Upon seeing this forest, it did appear set in almost a bowl in this island, like a divination, like a divot into the earth.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make marks on our map of our location.
Yeah, don't worry, I already got you. So let's go ahead and make link shareable. You see a bleeding forest now. You should. There's a little green indicator. But yeah, essentially where you guys are at, this is like just at the demarcation line where the red trees end and the green trees begin. Like literally, in fact, this line seems to there are no red trees. Like you guys are on the left side, red trees, right side, regular trees.
All right.
Vampire trees.
I was going to say, there you go, Trindon. You just never come here ever again. You don't have to worry about it.
Yep, never ever coming here again.
Robert's crafting check, very good check. It would take a master smith a lot of time, a master magical smith a lot of time to make anything from any of this, and it would require very, very great means to even extract a piece of it from what you're looking at. It is an incredibly resilient and durable metal. So there's probably nothing you think you can do with it at this moment in time. Yeah, that's I just also just Robert said he was gonna get out of the smithing. He didn't want to do it anymore. No more crafting for him. But then I just dangled some sky metal in his face.
Like it's
Yep.
just it. We could come back. When we get level 7, we're millionaires.
We're getting them back into
That's the end of
business.
the adventure.
Yeah,
You guys are
why
rich.
are we staying here?
This is idiotic. Let's get on the first boat out of here.
Yeah. Do you know how rich we are now?
I do love that. But I mean, so it does appear to bend like westward though. Kind of northward, southward, westward though on the map per se. It seems to be circling back around to where you guys are coming from. Like you guys are heading out to this bay. It appears to be bending back towards the way you are coming from, not towards.
And before we go on, we searched the whole forest. Did we see the middle?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Yeah.
You guys didn't cross the river. So
Okay.
you guys are still on the southern side of the river. You guys have not even crossed over to the northern side of the river yet.
Okay.
So there is still a fair amount of forest to explore. But again, that's up to you guys. You don't have to do it right now. As cleared on the map, the Aslanti archaeological site is somewhere in this area. And I will let you know, though, you guys are going to have to roll survival checks to navigate to the specific spot. And how well you roll is going to depend on, how close you get. But that is up to you. But from what it sounds like, though, you guys are making your way to the bay and then resting for the night.
Yes.
Okay. So if that's it, though, you guys travel. You clear these woods. You clear the regular woods. You make it to this more open, kind of plainy area. It's hilly, like a lot of the rest of the island is. These are, in fact, the hinterlands, the hills of Aslant that were the only things to survive Earthfall, as Trendon saw in his vision. And you make your way to the beach. And I imagine you guys are then setting up camp, to what means I don't understand why you went to the beach, but hey, that's up to you. But you guys, it sounded like you were setting a watch. What is the watch order? And I will include Henris in this. So there are 5 of you, so you guys can take a regular 8-hour rest. What's the watch order here? Because I mean, we got 4 humans and a rat folk. What are we doing here? And none of you with dark vision, so it doesn't really matter all that much.
I'll do the first 2 hours.
Okay, so Elix will take the first watch. Who's taking second?
Let me go last. I take the most time to get in my armor.
Sure, makes sense. All right, so we got Elix and Robert bookending. What's the order for Trendon and Ticket? I'll just throw Henris in the middle of you guys. Does Ticket want to go second, or does Ticket want to go fourth? Does Trendon want to go second? Does Trendon want to go fourth?
Trendon can go
I think
second.
Trendon's had a long day, so he should get some sleep and he can go after me.
Okay, that works.
So Trendon will go fourth. Ticket will go second. Henris will go third. So what I'm going to need is from the 3 of you who can roll for me. Go ahead and all of you roll me perception checks in the tower. This will be for your watch, and I will go ahead and roll for Ticket. Wonderful, thank you. Great job all around, gentlemen. Ticket. Okay, and then I will roll for Henris as well. Yeah, he's got a pretty good modifier, but we'll go ahead and... Okay, great. So, Trendon, you are on the second to last watch. You will be going just before Robert. So this is like nighttime. This is like, this is the coldest point of the day. And you're in kind of summer at this point. This is actually going to be Sarenrith the 24th. So it is actually, I want to mark that on my calendar real quick. That way I can keep track of when the hell you guys are. Because I always try to do that, and I always forget to. And so it is Fire Day. It is Friday, TGIF. Sarenrith, the 24th, the year 4717. Eridan Reckoning. And it is the wee hours of the morning. It is probably around 3, 4 a.m. Getting, the sun's getting ready to come up. You're on an island, you're near the beach, so there's a whole lot of obstruction, it's coming up from the east. But you Yeah, as the night's kind of getting there, and Robert's going to take the next watch from you. Trendon from south, or not south. I'm so sorry. From the west, back the way you came from. Because you guys are on the beach now, so back this a ways. Can't really tell how far. You hear a sound. It's a sound you've heard before. This has been a long time since you've heard this sound. It was back when you were first on your way to the Aslanti Tower. I don't think Trendon was one who heard it back then. I believe it was Robert, but Robert described it. And Trendon, you feel kind of the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as you hear this sound. It sounds far off, but it sounds like clanking chains and crackling electricity and a roar, a massive roar from somewhere deeper in the island.
Oh,
And as you're
fuck.
kind of sitting there, and I can actually tell you, what is this moon? It's a half moon, so there's a fair amount of light. You can actually see, I imagine you guys had a fire, but it probably burned low. It's summer. You don't really need the heat from the fire, so it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense to keep it going unless you guys wanted to make yourselves, an open target. Understand you can't see, but the fire doesn't add a whole lot to you besides night blindness on anything outside of your, immediate peripheral of the fire. And again, half moon, so you can see decently well. Trendon, you probably see in the distance. Again, in this tree line, in the green part of the trees at the very least, they start swaying. And I mean swaying like fucking like fast and hard, as if there's something very, very big moving through the tree line. And they kind of go, they wave back and forth, and you hear this roar and this clanking, this crackling electricity sound, and Trent recognizes it, I'm sure, from his electric arc spell. And it sounds very similar to that, but on a much larger scale. And
Okay.
it goes and it goes and it goes, and it seems to slowly work its way kind of to the north. And after that, you kind of lose sight of it. It's a little too far away at that point. But you hear that on your watch. Doesn't seem to get any closer to you guys. But again, clanking chains, crackling electricity, and very large roars. And you've heard this described to you at least once before.
Okay. Trendon's gonna be like, "Holy shit, that was scary," and like it was super intense. So he's gonna like keep a, super close watch for the rest of his shift to make sure nothing
Yeah.
else is happening.
Makes sense.
And then
And
he's
for the
gonna.
rest of your shift, it's uneventful. There's nothing that really comes out. You aren't accosted by anything. The waves are kind of lapping lazily behind you. The high tide's going in or out. I don't know how the fuck that works. Whichever one it is, that's how it's going. But it's uneventful for the rest of your night. And then probably around 5-6 a.m. when it's time to wake Robert for his morning shift, while the rest of you catch a few last hours of shut eye. Yeah, there you go. I'll let you play it out from there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell Robert about everything that happened on my shift, and then kind of, I guess he'll relieve me, and then maybe I'll head to bed.
First time?
Yeah. Yeah, you saw it last time, man. I mean, it was real intense. That thing sounded huge.
The good news is it seems to stay in the trees, but
Chains.
imagine it's some kind of mechanical contraption.
And you have come
Yeah.
across mechanical contraption, so it's not a bad guess.
Maybe it's Aslanti. Maybe we could try and take a look at it, but not right now. I think that would
Maybe
be
it's
too
Gary. He wanders the island.
much. It's true. Could
Gary,
be
what are
Gary.
you doing?
I told you
Master
not to
Trendon,
walk around.
I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. Forgive me.
Gary, no!
Gary!
Yeah, I'm just gonna write in my journal. I'm gonna sit around, write in my journal, and watch.
I do just love it. Captain's log. The men have begun to love me.
Now I betrayed
yeah,
him.
no. Yeah.
The hearts
No,
of the
no,
men.
but it and your shift passes pretty uneventfully, Robert. Same thing, just kind of, the sun starts to come up. It feels like it's going to be another hot day. One thing I will note is you see it immediately, Robert, on the horizon, back behind you at this base to the far east. Heavy, heavy thunderheads. It looks like a storm's coming in. You guys have so far avoided anything massive on the island at this point. They've all kind of swung to the right or the left of the island. This one could do the same, but you think if it hits the island, this could be a big one.
Well, I think we could either go back and finish exploring the trees, or we could go to the ruins, and that might provide some shelter upcoming storm if it hits us.
Sure.
Are you
them
fully
bad ideas.
rested?
Yeah. This is the next morning. You guys are fully rested. I'll go ahead and apply a long rest to you guys. I don't think it's really going to affect anything except for one old trendy boy here, because you guys are still going to be drained for the next 6 days. And I actually want to write that down so I remember. You guys got drained on the today is
the only way to
the
remove
fire day,
that
24th.
the only way to
Blood
remove
transfusion. Yep, a blood transfusion or waiting for the week to run out in this specific case. Normally, again, it just fucking goes. It's a night's rest. In this case, it is not. So give me 1 second here. Got trained on the 23rd. Okay, great. And that's all I do, because then I'll remember 7 days from then. And it is now the 24th. Great. Okay. So yeah, but let's go ahead and see what else we can get in here tonight for the next little bit. You guys rest. You're all rested. You're all feeling as good as you can. Elix and Robert are both still feeling down, feeling your vitality has been sapped from you. But again, not much you can do about it at this point in time without proper transfusion equipment. One thing I will say too is where you guys are at, actually, and you guys have and at this point I think maybe you guys have like a rough map of the island with you. You have 2 cartographers are part of the town. Ramona has the original maps. You could have sweet talked to either Peril or I'm forgetting the other one's name into it at some point. You guys are also out this a ways to the east is the Lokatha place, is the place where the Lokatha used to travel to trade with Talisantri, the underwater city, as well as somewhere over this a ways, you aren't exactly sure where, is apparently the lair of the water naga they told you about, Verskirsa, who used to occupy the shipwreck that the Sahagin, the Sharkmen, the Sea Devils, currently occupy, that are waylaying their way. And they had, in fact, told you that she may help you if you are wanting to take on these shark people, because you have to assume they are, underwater. So you would need means to, fight underwater, which you currently don't really have. I mean, I know Elix can hold his breath for 500 rounds or whatever, but he's about the only one.
I have underwater marauder too.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah, you still got to swim down there though. It's like a mile under the surface.
Mile, huh?
Yeah, let me do some calculations. I also have, I will say, just as an aside, I have taken into account some of the pressure rules that existed in Pathfinder 1 that don't seem to exist in Pathfinder 2, where being underwater for too long can be fucking bad news. But we'll worry about that. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, so what are you guys doing? You break camp, you pack up, fucking Robert rolls out of his 1-person tent, rolls it
feeling
into his pack. He takes him so long, like he doesn't want to ask anybody for help. I just remember as a kid, just every time fucking putting up a tent was such a pain in the ass. Just have to ask my brother. It would fucking take it so long to try to fold it up. We could never get it back in the fucking bag. But anyways, what do you all wish to do? Are you planning to head back into the Bleeding Forest, as I've so named it? Or do you wish to head to the ancient Aslanti archaeological site?
That's what
or are you
I
going to
say.
go back to town and just piss off Ramona?
To the ruins?
I think we should go to the ruins. Yeah.
Okay.
We can go through the trees on the way back.
Yeah. No problem. I like it. So you guys set out. It's roughly another day or so's travel. I'm going to need somebody to roll me a survival check. People can aid on this if they like, but you guys are going off of old coordinates from a Pathfinder who was here some 300 years ago. And that's what you're using to try to navigate this place. Your guys' wayfinder service compasses, so you don't need to worry about that. But I'm going to need a survival check.
I have
Who
a
would like
+7.
to make this check? You know, +7. Let's take a look at what's ticket packing in the old survival box. Ticket's got a +6, so not bad. What about old Trent and Robert? You guys got better than that?
Oops, I meant to put it back.
Yeah, no.
Great. Okay. So, Ticket, would you like to aid in this survival check? Keep in mind, if you fail, you give a minus, or if you critically fail, you give a -1 to the roll.
I feel pretty good about my odds.
All right, great. I'm going to go ahead and roll the aid check first. So let's go ahead and try that. Great, success from Ticket. So this will be a +1.
Nice.
So Elix, go ahead and roll your survival check and give yourself a +1 to the roll, to the modifier box.
+1. And hidden dice tower?
Nope. Open's fine for this.
Okay.
Dice Tower is mostly just for stealth and knowledge checks. 21 is enough. It's a DC 20. So you navigate pretty well. Takes you about half a day. Since you guys are pretty close, I'm just going to give you on the one check. So you guys arrive at what appears to be a waterfall, a very large waterfall, in fact. The waterfall itself seems to extend up maybe 150 feet. It's pretty big. At the bottom of it, and you guys are at the bottom of it, is a bay, a small bay, where the water's thundering into. And that seems to lead into this creek, or creek river that you guys have been following. It's wide at this point, though. The river itself is probably about 60 feet wide. Looking at it, it looks like there are a number of stones that are not too far submerged beneath the surface for you guys to stand on. The water is flowing very swiftly, though. This is going to be a skill challenge for you guys to try to get across this. So, how do you think you guys want to cross this? Because if you're all good with it, I'd like to kind of go through this little part, and then we'll finish up for the night. If anybody's got to dip out or anything, feel free. But I like to wrap up. I don't want to leave it on this part. So,
Sure.
What's the idea here? So you guys, again, I don't have a map for you exactly, but there's the river. It's about 60 feet across, and you see stones kind of partly submerged under the water, maybe every like 5, 6, 10 feet or so, enough for you guys to relatively easily jump it. But
Is it like a straight across?
It's a pretty straight across, but it is going to be, there are like spaces between the stones. Enough to where, I will let you know just right off the bat, this is going to be an acrobatics or an athletics situation. I will kind of let either one fly here. There are different DCs for those, though, as well as if you can think of something else creative to do, let me know. But yeah, hey, that's a great idea, Robert. What? Go ahead. Sorry, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I could tie a rope to a tree on this side and run it straight across, help everyone else traveling.
Love you. I'll be there shortly. Yeah. If that's what you want to try to do, it's going to be a number of checks. So, what would you is that your guys' plan? Just to tie a rope to Elix there?
Sure.
How much rope do you guys have?
I have a.
I have the standard kit rope, just one of those.
Okay, so you probably have 50 feet.
Yeah, I have one rope too, so 50 feet, I think.
So I would imagine Robert is carrying rope as well. It makes sense. So I have no problem with that. Saying you guys have 150 feet of rope oddly between you guys. So
That's
no
what we
worries.
want to do.
You have more than enough rope if that's what you want to try to do.
What is your
+12.
and mine too. Yeah, let's go for you. You're not wearing armor. You're more likely to
Just drowned immediately in the river.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to say, so we'll tie the two together, tie one to a tree that's hopefully close by.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah, it's fine. You guys tie it to a tree near enough to the riverbank. This tree is kind of lined with them. You try another one to Elix, or at least you're holding it or what have you. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to be like, oh, you did fucking tie it to your fucking nuts or whatever. But it's fine.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and so Elix, what I'm going to need you to do is it's going to be a couple. What skill are you using? Are you using acrobatics or what? Athletics? Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Let's just do them one at a time. Roll me an athletics check. It's a fucking failure, dude.
3. My bros have been
You
very
hit this
2-3
stone,
tonight.
and your feet slip on this like algae, and you
Well,
immediately
luckily,
fall into the river. And luckily, you're tied to the rope,
I'm
though,
like
and
5
you
feet away from the
roll
shore, so
yourself out of it. Yeah, and you pull yourself out of it. And this river is quick, though. In this time that he fell and rolled down river, it was like fucking like 3 seconds. He like went like 30 feet down river. This river is
Jesus
quick as shit.
Wow.
This is a dangerous place. That is like, what's that? I blank on what it's called, but it's like that river in England where it's like there's like literally
I
like
know what you're talking about.
it dips down like 300 feet or something in the middle
Yeah.
of it. It's insane. But this is a very dangerous place. But Elix, you jump out, you slip on this algae, you pull yourself back up on the shore, you're okay. But does
I'd like
that
to retry.
like to give it another shot?
I'll give it the old Scullers try one more. Give it one more.
Yeah, go for it. Failed by one. There's a success. You make it to the first one. You jump
Oh.
across. You know what you're expecting at this point. You know it's slippery. You know there's algae. The water is rushing over your ankles, so it's a little pushing, but you're able to kind of land, use your hands to kind of grip yourself in place. Go ahead and give me another check. There's going to be 4 of these in total. That's a great. I'm going to give you 2 successes with that one. So you boop, boop. You get across 2 stones. So there are 2 more left. So I'm
Okay.
sorry, 1 more left. There's actually only 1 more left. So
I did
there's
3.
1 more in front of you.
Oh.
You have a hero point.
And you make it again. You make it again. You make it across. You jump, 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 skip, 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 hop, and you make it across. And you have more than enough rope. You can tie it off. This is going to give people an advantage. I'm going to give them a +4 circumstance bonus, but they're still going to have to try to do it. So let's go ahead and what's going to be the marching order here?
Let me go last at the highest athletics.
Okay. So
say
do you guys
for me?
want Henris or Trinan to go?
Trendon should definitely go.
Or yeah, Jesus Christ, take it, you were here. All right, Trendon, go ahead and Trendon. This is going to be athletics checks. You're going to get a +4 circumstance. Don't worry about adding it each time. Just go ahead and just roll your check, and we'll see what you get.
Okay. I am not trained in it at all.
So you're looking for a DC 12. It's a DC 12.
And that's out in the open, right?
Yeah, just in the open is fine.
It's fine. We'll find out really quickly or not you
Nice.
pass. Oh, there we go.
Trendon does great. He crosses the 1. Go ahead and roll me another one.
Okay.
As long as you don't crit fail, I'm not going to have you swept down the river. So don't roll a 1. So go down again. You make it across another one. Go ahead. 1 more.
Ooh.
All right, oh my buddy. Here's the last one. Here's the last one.
Come
Let's
on,
see
let's
all
go.
the marbles. Roll me that athletics check.
No.
You fail, but you manage to hold on to the rope. And in this case, I'm going to have you go ahead and give me 1. And this is on the last one. So I'm going to go ahead and say in this case, Elix can kind of give you a hand. Go ahead and roll me
Can I
1
help
more
catch
check.
people?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead and give me 1 more athletics check there, Trendon. On anything other than a 1, you make it across. 5, I'll
Nice.
give that to you. Elix, man, you slip and you fall, but Elix manages to grab your arm, rip you out of the water. Who are we going with next? Is it going to be
Thanks,
Henris or
Elix.
Ticket?
No problem.
I would say Henris would go next.
All right, we're going to roll for Henris. Just going to fucking kill this character right here. He
I
just
got you,
dies down
bud.
a river. All right,
Troll,
let's
easy.
see here.
River, bad.
Skills check. All right, so athletics. Oh, he's got a +5. He's doing all right. Makes it. Second one fucking clears 2 of them.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
He's got one of those hero thingies,
Oh
right?
boy. So that was yeah, he's got a hero point. That's fair. Let's use that up. Let's go ahead and if he crit fails again though. Let's go ahead and hope he doesn't.
Nope.
Lucky for him. So yeah, I mean he makes it across. Another fucking 19. Jesus Christ. This fucking guy. He makes it across. So it's now Elix, Trendon, Henris on the other side. And we're going Ticket next.
Yeah, I'll go next.
All right, athletics checks from Ticket. First one,
I do
Ah!
acrobatics.
20. Yeah, you can actually. That's fine. Yeah. So, I mean, natural 20 is natural 20, though. So you clear 2 of them. There are 3 more. Acrobatics.
Boom.
Fucking crits it again. There's 1 more.
Oh no.
Just fails. It's fine, though. You're able to get a grab, so you get another free reroll. Makes it on that one. DC 12. No problem. Tickets across. Robert, it is up to you. If you fail on there are 5 in total. If you fail on the first 4, that's going to be bad news. So let's see what happens. Go ahead and roll me athletics or acrobatics.
This is athletics.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Descending order here. It's plus 12, plus 12, plus 12. Yeah, I mean, you basically, unless you roll a 1, you can't fail. So you're good. You're good. You're good. You make it. Because I'm giving you a plus 4. Because 12 is your athletics, or were you adding the plus 4 to that?
+4 with athletics. So I'm +12 +4.
Okay, because I was reducing the DC essentially is how I was playing it. So give me a second here. So what's the so it's 6. What is a 6? So an 8. So a 14. That's a regular fail. So on that first one, you have the rope though. So I'm giving you a free reroll. So just roll a regular athletics check for me.
Hey.
Golden, no worries. Then go ahead and roll me 1 more athletics check.
Boy. Ah, fuck me. Well, hey, yeah.
Yeah, it still makes it. That's fine. What? Well, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to take a look here. Okay, so your athletics is plus 12. Got
Yes.
it. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's what I'm sorry. A plus 4. I was asking because I was basically given the DC a -4 rather than being a DC 16. I was making a DC 12. But yeah, so like I said, on a 1 is the only way you fail, which
Yeah.
is just no fail for you. So you're fine. So Robert, you make it across, no problem. All of you are on the other side, and you can see a small pathway. You all see this seemingly leading up behind this waterfall, in fact, actually.
oh.
I bet you
Well.
there's not a vampire in there.
I mean, I don't know anymore. I don't know what to think.
It's vampire water.
Yeah.
What if there's a giant spider in there, though?
Well,
You first.
Yeah,
we
I'm gonna raise my shield up and let everybody pass me again.
hit up on in there, taking a peek.
I'm sorry, what are you doing, Robert?
I'm raising my shield up so that like the water will
Oh,
not hit me.
okay. Okay, got understood. So you guys are still like this pathway is a little ways down from the waterfall itself. And so you start to cross up. As you guys make your way up towards this waterfall, this pool that this waterfall is falling into starts to kind of bubble and shake. And as you guys are making your way up around this narrow ledgeway towards this cavern opening behind the waterfall, there appears to be a number of maybe 2 3-foot long creatures that vaguely resemble pill bugs that start tearing their way up onto the shore. Next week, I'll go ahead and have you guys roll initiative, but that's where we're rolling for tonight.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
Well, we're not here next week, right? Because it's
2 weeks, I think, or yeah, 2 weeks. Or is it 3?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, not next week.
Yeah,
but
next
then
week
the
is
week after.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, next week's Thanksgiving. Next week's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I'm going to be out of town. So yeah, no. Week after. So yeah, we'll be taking next week off, and then we will be going ahead and playing the week after that, where you guys will be engaging with these pill bugs.
Hooray.
Yeah,
awesome.
you guys
Sweet.
did well. Good fights.